Mm. Hope I did that right. Here we are. Okay, I gotta mute that one there. Make it a little quieter. Oh, so who's all in the house tonight? That's too noisy. Well, there was 5. Now there's 4 of you. So who's here? Say something and say hello and how do you do so I can say hello back to you. Hey, hello, Storms. Woohoo. Were you hiding? Were you hiding just now? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carol. That I really appreciate that. Hey, Q. Glad that you're here. You know, like I said, it's, you know, it's a decent time for you and I, but everybody else, it's like it's getting on to bedtime. Oh, hi, Mom. Thanks all for coming in and hanging out. So I am very excited about hitting 900 subscribers. Woo! So I have a nice little beverage. So if you do have a beverage, whatever it might be, we'll do a couple of cheers here and there. So cheers. Thank you for all that, you know, all of you here in the chat. You all support me. So I really do appreciate that. You're eating peanut butter baconator ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I got your butter. Not boutier, peanut boutier, baconator ice cream. I'm not a big peanut butter fan anymore. I like if it was like just real peanuts, then I'd like it. But peanut butter just it doesn't like my body when it goes into my belly. But that's something worth celebrating. You're having your peanut butter baconator ice cream. You can cheers with that. So cheers to your baconator ice cream. Mm-hmm. I'm having a pineapple lemon life. I sent you a video to your group. Well, thanks, Mom, for cheersing me there. I'm sure you got a little bit of wine. Hi, Babette girl. Oh, hi, Julia. Oops, I meant to click this one. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with the wee babe. You got the wee babe strapped to your belly. Yeah, I was wondering what group this was. It's like, I don't know about this group. What group is it? What group are we talking about? Must be not a group I'm in. All right. So Julia or Mom. So the bread that pictures of that Dwayne was sending me, did he bake that today? You got that wee babe strapped to your body. She's not leaving. I'm just waiting for you to let me know about that bread. So I had a busy day. Of course, it's sourdough Saturday, so I was baking 9 loaves, and then I made 2 kind of sourdough. It's kind of like a baguette, so it's just the shape of a baguette, but it's not going to be quite the same because my youngest son, it is his birthday party, dinner party tomorrow night, and so we wanted to do kind of an appy preamble for dinner, and then I can't remember what he's actually going to cook the main course of the meal. It's a pasta dish. I can't remember what the pasta dish's name is. No, will not be coming to me. Anyway, it's the pasta dish where it's you don't make an actual sauce. It's with egg yolks and stuff, and then you put a little bit of your water into it. Nope, it keeps almost coming to me. Anyway. Hey, CC Texas Garden. Thanks for coming in. Dwayne is a liar. He is a liar. That is a lie. He did not make 14 loaves in a Furno oven. He doesn't have a Furno oven. He has a wood burning outdoor fire pit. So unless he was holding it, over the fire pit. Mm-hmm. Liar! Burn him at the stake! Burn him! Just, you can tell him that, Julia. My brother was sending me messages throughout the day to try to up my bread baking. But let me tell you this bread baking today. So a friend of mine who lives here, she got a hold of it's an Italian 172-year-old sourdough starter. And so she said, do you want some? And it was like, yeah. And when she brought it over, the smell was absolutely delicious. Like it was just more pungent, not super sour smelling, but just really, really, I don't know, just really good, strong, yeasty smelling, not the sour. It's kind of like a sour yeasty smell. Anyway, and so she brought it over. She'd fed it the night before. When I got it, I fed it the next day. Like it just puffed right up. It was just like so active and alive. And so then it was like, okay, what am I shipping tonight? Well, we're celebrating, sweetie. Tonight I am having a pineapple lemon life. So it is a low carb vodka drink. I'm only allowed one. According to my daughter, I can have one. But anyway, so I fed it, and then I thought, okay, this sourdough starter looks so good. So it's active. Its activity is so amazing. I thought I'm going to feed it again the next night, but I'm going to split it into 2 jars. So I had a second jar, and and then what I decided to do was the second jar, I'm going to dehydrate it, because I thought if this is a great sourdough starter, I want to keep it on hand so that if something goes wrong or I lose it, or my fridge craps out or something like that, and I lose it, then I've got it dehydrated for later on. No, nobody's watching. Nobody will tell my daughter that I have two. But the bread itself, like the dough itself, was I think it felt a lot firmer, but the growth on it while I was prepping the dough all day yesterday, it was David Core with the crop. David. Oh, that's right. You always just exclamation points to everybody's name, so I'm just gonna do that. David. Anyway, so it was a firmer dough. I didn't weigh out my whole big batch because it was a batch for 10. And so usually it's like, I just went on, it was like, okay, do 1.5 pounds per loaf. So they were fairly good size. The 9th one was smaller, but I was using that for the baguettes. So it was fine. But this morning when I went to go and look at it, I just have to grab the picture here. Actually, I should somehow get the picture from Facebook so that you guys can actually see it in real time and not through my glare. Look at the life on that. I have never had a dough rise up that big. Like, it was just massive. And it just so gorgeous. And then every single loaf stayed, just huge. I know from there it doesn't look big, but it is like, they were all, staying about whatever I put in, they stayed that size. Whoops, don't crop that. It was absolutely amazing. Uh, to have these loaves turn out so good. So I had pre-sold, I think 5, and then a couple was coming to look at my suite, and and we're Facebook friends, and so she said, do you have any of that bread? Her husband, he didn't know that you have to order Wednesdays, and I said, no, I made some extra breads, and so they bought 2, so it was like, so I sold 7 today, which was really good. So good day of making a little bit of extra money. So 7 loaves of bread and 2 dozen eggs went out. So Mama can buy a new pair of shoes and another drink. I am just going to put the link up because for anybody that wants to come up and say howdy do. So I am, hey, Homestead Aquarius. Thanks for coming in. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. And because I'm just super excited. It's taken me 2 years to get to 900 subscribers. My anniversary, I think, is February 7th. So by next week. So that's, it's like, I'm super happy about hitting 900 subscribers. So anyway, so I do thank all of you who hang out with me and watch my videos and have subscribed. I do really, really appreciate it, because I would not be where I am if it wasn't for all of you. So just so you know, David, Barbara is my mama. That is my mom. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. And welcome to my Alabama farm life, Kathleen. Appreciate you coming in. What brand is my Forno? It's a Fornetta. Fornetta, I think, is what's on it. It's yeah, it does say Fornetta, but I don't know what the official, big name of it is. So yes, if you do have a special bevy, I'd love for you to cheers with me when we get Carol in here and that. But Gardening Warrior, she happens to be eating peanut butter baconator ice cream tonight. Hey, J3, thanks for coming in. I think we've said that before, but I've totally forgotten that your mom's name is Barbara as well. So J3, there is the link. I'm not sure if it's, it's probably way up there now. If you do want to come up, I will just copy it again and throw it up there. Did I paste it? No. Having a hard time. She's had too many sips of her drink. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Carol! Woo! South Florida sunshine.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My sound okay? I don't think it. Okay, because I don't think I even saw it come up. I was just like, let me get there. I didn't even.
No, I hear you.
Give an audio check to myself, like where you watch it. Oops.
That's right.
Phone down. I got you on my phone.
Okay. Do you have a bevy?
I only have water. I have lost 3 pounds. I have lost 3 pounds. So I will continue. Thank you. We'll see if it continues, but I know that I do not like sugar in my belly anymore, or things that are made by corporations that go in my belly, unless
Shane.
Yeah, like at the grocery store, meaning Oreos. I'll just be more specific. Oreos did me. I had a weak moment, and I had not even maybe half a tablespoon. I was telling Diva this, half a teaspoon or tablespoon of a couple chocolate morsels, and I was like, oh, I saw the Oreos, and I was like, I forgot I had gluten-free Oreos. I wish I kept forgetting. 4 of those later, and I was like, oh god,
I wish I would have forgotten about the Oreos.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, so you gave up ice cream. It is tough. I do it once in a while. But I use a keto ice cream. So I know you don't drink alcohol anyway, but this is a
it's
sweetened with stevia.
Oh, Say
So this
stevia
is
makes me want to wipe off my tongue, though. I can do sucralose. Actually had one of those Celsius drinks today to make me feel like I was having sugar, and it has, I think, sucralose in it. It might have a little stevia, but they cover it up with the. And I'm not a
right.
big sucralose fan because I've heard that's not great for you either. But
No, but just for those days where your brain needs to think you're
yeah,
giving it. Yeah,
yeah.
like we do these. They're called Zevias.
Oh yeah,
Sorry
we
about.
have those in the state too, Zevia.
Yeah. Um. Oh my gosh, I need my
They make
second glasses.
soda flavors for. They have like
Oh yeah,
Zevia.
this is stevia again. But when we do intermittent fasting,
Yeah.
um, I'll break the fast at supper time,
Hmm.
um, and and it's like, and then if it gets late in the evening, you go,
Wow.
oh, I feel like I'm having something. I'll have a Zevia,
Yeah.
and I can feel my brain actually thinking it's because it's tasting sugar,
Hmm.
and my brain will go like it actually like woo. I can kind of feel like I'm
Yeah.
getting brain is
That's
excited. It's like we're getting sugar, and I'm like looking up, and it's like no, we're not, sucker.
that's me too. That was me
Yeah.
tonight. I ordered some.
You got a new knee. You got a new knee
Oh,
yesterday. I didn't read about
bless
that, but
you.
yeah.
Got
How are you feeling, and how are you doing, Shane? I was just
um,
also realizing quick little.
Kathleen, make sure double check when you get that liquid monk fruit. They'll sneak in erythritol with monk fruit. That's what they did to me. I thought I was just getting powdered monk fruit, and I flipped it over, and no, they just labeled it as monk fruit, and it was, the erythritol or however you say that stuff. The
I think the
corn,
same.
the
I think
corn
the same.
sweetener. That's a diet sweetener.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Mhm. They get us coming and going. Pass your
So
glass.
thank
Yeah, I was
you
like,
all for coming in, and thank you, Carol, for coming in and hanging up with me up
"Yeah,
top here,
it's
and
my
just
night
so
out."
excited that that I've hit 907
I'm
subscribers
so
now.
happy for you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
ecstatic.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, it's taken some time, but it's like, slow and steady, and wins the race,
Mhm.
and I think you and I were talking about it, and
Yeah.
it's like sometimes it's like, are you at a place where you're actually mentally ready to be in partnership, so that you have to keep kind
Mhm.
of building, and I
Right?
would say for myself, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not. No.
even now it's
Mhm.
like, oh, so okay, Shane, it's a long bad story. I'm going to be in the hospital. Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, but I hope you are being very vigilant
Yeah.
to what they give and ask of you, sir.
Yeah.
I'll have to chat with you privately. So thank you,
Yeah.
Cece. I really appreciate that.
And ask them to wash their hands before they touch you, Shane. In hospital right in the hospital right now. Just or make sure
Mhm.
they're like at least using the alcohol before they come at you. Something.
Mm. Yeah, he says
Oh,
he's all good. Yeah.
yeah. Well, he might still
Well,
be on the good drugs, the like IV little. Those are the good ones when they still got you,
yeah, exactly.
like where they can just put it in the IV for you. And you're like, oh, everything's fine now.
That's right.
Good.
I feel
I feel like
fine.
yeah, I feel like nothing happened.
Yeah. Mm. So Q's are enjoying this, sucking the salt and the sweet from the bacon.
Mm,
Well, that's a way to celebrate. Celebrate.
yeah. So wait,
Hmm.
what's your drink then? What's the alcohol that's in it? Is it what's
Vodka.
oh, vodka? That's why it's so clear.
Yeah. Well,
Lovely.
all these kind of drinks, because or no, maybe the strawberry one. It might be a little bit pink. I don't know, but all the Zevias, they're all clear. Like it's where.
Yeah,
So
there you
yeah.
go. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nice. Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage,
Whoop,
J3.
whoop, whoop,
Hello,
whoop, whoop.
ladies. How you doing?
Good. How
Good.
you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
Oh, I'm okay,
Hello,
except for
everybody in the chat.
I
Mm-hmm.
missed you yesterday. I wanted to join on with Miss T, but I didn't know where you guys went next.
Oh.
You guys gotta like leave it when you're moving around. You guys gotta like leave it in the chat of the person who just has the live. Hey, if some of us, want to follow us
She
over
was
here.
trying to do that. She was trying
Yeah.
to do that, but we had so many people on there streaming it out.
I know they
Didn't
were
just
hopping
get
on
to the
and
right place.
off.
Wow.
It was a good live, J3. You had a really good live. That was a good live.
Oh, it was
And I only
yours.
caught part of it.
Oh, I'll have to go and have a peekaboo. You've been actually going live quite often, J3. Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
He just
just
started, I think, going on more. Just
I go on other people video and I share it out.
oh,
And
okay.
that's when you see me so much.
Okay.
Who's your friend that drives the truck that I was in there that morning and you were doing it for her?
Swoop like me.
Swoop like me. I like her. She cool.
Huh.
She cool.
Yeah,
Their whole
'cause it's like
panels are cool.
I do get the little
Now,
little
let me see.
notification.
You don't want to go to her night show. I don't think you want to go to the night show.
Is it a little too wild?
You're still on the day show. Still on the
Okay.
day show.
Would it be one of these where you're like,
Yeah, quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It makes you want to go to church on Sunday, kind of thing, like
Every day.
like you need to be there.
Yeah.
I need to go to church tomorrow. I need church.
Yep.
Need church to
in
clean
a
this
shower.
out.
After every word, you need to be baptized.
Rebaptized. There is that feeling with some lives that you need to get rebaptized. Some of the things.
No, David, I'm not trying to get a co-host job. I was appointed as co-host.
Oh, there's Gina versus Gina.
Hey, Gina versus Gina. Thanks for coming in.
How you doing?
This mama is celebrating.
You don't see yours is not. I can't share yours out.
Oh, how come?
Thank you for the reminder.
You
I
have
have
the
to do it
paid
usually on
version?
my phone.
I have the paid version.
Yeah, do you have the paid version or the free version?
I have the paid version now.
Well,
I paid for it last week.
Okay, you should have a what's name up there where you could share it out.
Which
Okay, now you're saying other things that thanks, Dwayne, for subscribing. Watch all my videos day and night. Watch them with your sons, with my nephews.
Please. Yeah, get your kids to join.
That's right.
Get our friend to 1,000.
That's right. They're 2 and 3, so.
Oh, well, maybe not. But you could kind of.
If you look on your lives on the top of your screen, I believe it'll say where you could share it out.
No, I see edit, end stream, and the title.
I just did it one time, and it's been going on ever since for me.
On the bottom is this mute stop cam settings present invite.
We
that
need
might be it.
more.
Invite. Did you just say invite?
Yeah, the invite one. But that's the invite is for you to.
That's at the bottom
Oh,
where
that's
you
only
invited people.
That's to let people come up.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know. This is above my pay grade.
I shared you out on my community tab, which maybe one person will see on YouTube, but I did it right from below this video on the YouTube side, not on the StreamYard side.
Right.
Let me see. Can you still see me?
I can still see you, sir.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going into the StreamYard, see if I can find what I was talking about.
That'd be awesome.
Finally got out to the garden today. Finally.
Did you?
Yes. So many things.
Awesome.
So many things have been given to Jesus. They all gave up their soul and went home to Jesus.
Goodbye, plants. Goodbye.
Yes. Even stuff I didn't expect to, but it's because they were in small containers. So
Right.
yeah, it dried out.
Right.
It was my fault. I did not
Mm.
water them. Hopefully they'll come
Joyce,
back. We'll see. We'll see. But I did transplant my Barbados cherry into a larger container, and I filmed myself. We'll see if I can edit it into something that I actually want to show people.
Did you
Get it?
did you film it through your
Yeah, but
iPhone?
the lighting was a little weird because it was ended. That's my hardest thing is our gardening season here is the shortest days of the year.
I'm
Right.
not sure. Excuse me. I'm not sure, but where it says go live,
Yeah.
there's a thing right next side that.
Well, my go live is live. So let me just
No,
you are
no,
live.
no. I mean, right next side, it should be a check mark or something right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And it says you are live, edit, remove, view on YouTube.
I say my love.
Let me see.
I do not sacrifice. What? Just my plants, my beloved plants have been sacrificed
Nah,
to Jesus.
that ain't gonna get it.
No people.
Okay.
I guess I don't know how to do it.
Maybe through prayer.
Okay. Well,
Because
thank you for trying.
right now,
Cece, I'm with you. Tech stuff. Ooh.
you are live. I'm live on a live on a live.
Thank you very
There
much,
you go.
sir.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's
Micro
my-
Farmer just jumped in.
Oh,
And
you went live. You did not make 14 loaves of sourdough bread in your wood fire oven.
Mm-hmm.
Big liar. Liar. That's my brother, by the way.
Oh.
Mhm.
Wow. So there's still that like sibling competition going on, huh? Even at
I think
yeah.
he's trying to compete
He's
with
like
me.
14.
I made 9. Yeah. Well, he made 14. If you look at it, he made 14 loaves of sourdough bread today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I can't
He
get
made
it full
14
started
loaves.
coming
And you know,
in.
the loaves could be like really buns. They could be, you know.
No, they were loves. Love.
They're loves.
Oh, so you wouldn't let yourself go live, J3, and
They started
and now
coming in.
oh yeah.
That's why I went ahead and deleted because they started coming in. And
Oh
it's not my
yeah.
live,
How
I'm
do
on
you
your
do
live.
that? How do you do that where you're on one live, but you could be on another? Like, because
Yeah, you open.
there was
Yeah, how do you?
Open
three
another
women.
screen.
Oh, okay.
I went up to the very top, hit another screen and everything. So you didn't matter. You just see me because I'm on yours, but I
Right.
just opened up another window completely.
So you dual stream it from
Right.
like what happened with yours, and I was confused. And they're like saying hi to these people that aren't in the side chat, and I'm like, where are those people? And David
Well,
Corey's like, as soon as I found him on the other page, David Corey's like, now you're catching on. It was like near the end of the stream that I caught on that you were dual streaming.
because like if I'm screaming from Maureen's right now,
Yeah.
at the bottom you'll see like something that look like a paper clip.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you see a paper clip, they're on somebody else's channel, but they can see everything on your channel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So if right now I'm on your channel, if David was to come to if I was going live, I mean, if
Yeah.
I was sharing you out, David could come to me and you'll see a paper clip by his name. So he's actually on my channel,
So
but
he would be.
he's watching you.
Now, what if they're doing it from both? Because don't like once you get monetized, like say Maureen was monetized, do they split the monetization of that live, like the two
No,
monetized channels, or no?
I believe you get the Maureen get the money, but the credit for watch hours, you'll get that.
Okay, you get some of the credit for the watch hours. Okay.
No, you get the same amount of credit she get. It's just that you're sharing it out. So both you get credits, but Maureen only will be collecting the cash.
Okay. I just didn't know how that worked.
You see, I'm a guy, she's a female. You better give me all my pennies.
Oh.
See, yeah, because there was one.
I'm not even on, and folks are still coming in on my iPad.
Well, tell them come on over to mine. They can talk. They can come see you here. Oh, mind you, they're listening to you talk on yours.
No, mine is off. I closed it out, but
Right.
they're making a comment because I closed it out.
Right. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. It was really neat because there was three ladies. I don't know remember their names. It was quite a few months ago, and it was like all three of them you could hit. If you were one person's live, you could go to the other ones and go to the third one. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
wasn't sure how that worked.
Yeah. I was like, how do they have it kind of simultaneously going? So anyway, everybody grab your whatever bevy you have and cheers with me. Yay to
Yay!
900 subscribers. Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
And so also like I'm starting to hear people here, and of course, people in warmer climates and that they're all like, oh yeah, I've got my they're starting to do their seeds, and it's like, oh, I need to get my button gear.
Oh.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Kathleen.
Shane can't drink, but he's sharing something else.
Thank you, Shane.
Danke, Shane.
Yeah, Dr. Shane Jane.
Danke, Shane.
Empty coffee
I'm
mug is
catching up
just.
now.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Water, cheers.
Yeah, water is good.
Vodka is clear.
Vodka, yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah, mine's straight up moonshine.
Yeah.
That's what they always think when I'm drinking out of those.
I'm having a cranberry juice cleansing my kidney tonight.
Okay.
What you just
That's always
plain?
a good thing to do.
See, I'm gonna put a pause on that, but just a light pause, okay?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Is it plain cranberry juice? CC? Or has vodka helping clean the kidneys with the cranberry juice? I used to like that. Tequila.
1800.
That's tequila. Cranberry and tequila. See, it's not that I wouldn't want to have a drink. It's just my liver don't like it no more. Not that I ever was a big drinker. That just sounded so bad.
I was
sound like you were lush now.
I know, it totally sounded like I have like cirrhosis and now I can't drink anymore. No, I just don't. My liver doesn't function right for drinking.
No,
with plain ice. All right. She had.
I was never a drinker.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I was lightweight.
As a teen, I went to it wasn't my brother-in-law at the time, but he married my sister. We were ROTC buddies and stuff. I went to his house, and they were celebrating New Year. Everybody happy, drinking. Come on, man. He gave me a beer and everything. I took 2 little sips. When he wasn't looking, I slid it down by the couch and slid it out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
then when I got in the military, and it was just a drinking thing, whoever finished their drink first, they got mine. I was sitting in the glass in front of me.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker either. Yeah, it's not ever been a thing for me. But I'm a fast drinker, and I think that's it's like, so one drink and it's like, whoo, I got a nice little buzz, and then I'm good. I don't need any more.
Yeah,
just because that wasn't a shooter, Maureen. That was a whole glass that you just shot.
Yeah.
So
it's because it's sweet. Like that is like sugar to our brain. So it's like, ooh, that's good. Ooh, oh, it's gone.
But I do have water as well, so it's all good. So, is it called cold stratifying? Is that the cold stratifying?
Spoken again.
What that David's doing with the 1800? He's cold stratifying some 1800. He said.
I was trying to figure that one out. Your mom has spoke again.
Is she up above and we missed it?
Oh, your mom has spoken again. I don't know. I might have missed it. You. Oh, nope.
No, I don't see it.
Which one is your mom?
That's her name's Barbara.
Oh, okay.
So she's in here, and my brother Dwayne Washington, and my sister-in-law. So there's 4 Washingtons in this group. I must have missed it, Ma.
I don't see it, Ma. I looked up too.
Yeah, so I missed it, Ma. Can you type it again? Sorry.
You got more family in your chat than I ever have in mine. My family don't come to my chat. If they do, they never say anything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes my kids, they'll come in and they'll just come and say,
my kids, they'll say something, but as far as brothers, sisters, cousin, all, they don't. I don't even tell them nothing about it.
No, me either.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. Shane and I grew up together, so he's looking at there's my family who are old neighbors.
That's
because
awesome.
we all live in the same area. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She's gonna put the glass down, Maureen. She's doing her mother duties.
Apparently, I missed that.
I did too.
On purpose.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that David also he writes in block letters. So when I'm looking for her stuff, it's like I missed it. So, and David's wearing a hat on his photo.
Yes. Look at that.
And my mom is wearing a hat. So it's like when you look at the two after
there you go.
a glass of beverage, how do you she's finished her wine and continued to party with vanilla ice cream stirred in cocoa and a wine chaser. Wow. Look at my mom.
After all that explanation you just gave, I still don't see it. David and your mom, I still don't see it.
Oh. No, well, she's got a hat on, and in it, and I think if you're not looking with glasses, if I look at David's,
without glasses, everything's blurry.
Right. I scared my daughter about that yesterday driving. I'm like, oh, my eyes have not readjusted quite yet with not wearing my readers, and she's like, Mom, that's not the thing you want to hear when somebody's driving the car.
Yeah. Well, I found that the last time when I actually put on both my cheaters and these, I see so good. Like I can see the small print, I can see the big print. It's just, and I thought, why can't this be a cool new thing where it's like, I wear
just get two of the same frame, maybe, or maybe a higher.
No, I'd rather it be that you have to go. What is she doing? Is she wearing 2 glasses? What is that?
What's going on? It's a new look.
Now that you mention it, now I see it. One of safety glasses. One of safety glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Safety glasses.
I got safety glasses on, but just from a distance.
Now, one's her bifocals and one's her readers.
Right. Yeah, these ones are good for the computer screen or my phone, but the other ones are just my regular, because these have got they're progressive, so they got the bifocal. So if I have to read something small on the computer, I have to do this the whole time. So you're typing down, then you're reading. So so I put these old cheaters on.
Mine are all readers, and I probably need to go in and ask them if I need bifocal.
Real glasses. Yeah.
These are the real ones, and I very seldom wear them.
And how come?
I go to the store and I get the what's that?
Drugstore cheaters.
No, these aren't that cheap. These are hardware store cheaters.
Ooh, a little classier. Not drugstore cheaters, hardware store cheaters.
The manlier version.
These fellas are
those are cool.
It's $40.
Oh, I
Ooh.
like those though.
Yeah, but it's also because of the style that they are.
Yeah,
So
Right.
I've seen a lot of
yeah.
carpenters have those.
Oh, so if we're typing in all caps, then everybody thinks we're yelling,
Yeah,
but
that's what
we're
I was
not.
saying.
Okay.
Well,
Morphine in 5 minutes.
David be
But
yelling at everybody anyway.
Is that for everyone, Shane? Because nobody told me. Should I go unlock
hey,
the front
Lark,
door?
she brought the popcorn.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, and
Hey,
David
Lark.
says, I don't drink wine. It might change me, turn me kind of freaky. Ooh. You hate prescription bifocals and we're the cheaters. I have a whole bunch of them. Yeah, well,
Mm.
this is that because I think it's like 3 pairs at the giant bulk store. I think
Mhm.
3 of them would be like $18, and so it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I broke them. Oh, I lost them. It's like
Mhm.
it's brilliant. And I think these are my husband's actually, and I think I needed stronger because I never bought these little black ones. So yeah.
They usually say that though, David, about tequila. Tequila is the one that makes people freaky.
Yeah. These are mine that I used to wear. They're very dirty. But these ones, my husband had a smaller head, so they fit my head better. These ones fall off all the time. So
Shane shares these.
I think you should share, Shane. You were sharing when you said hello with your pills. Woo
Mhm.
woo. Hmm.
That's funny.
The freaks come out at night. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, so we're not yelling, and Storm's okay with it. I think if
Yeah,
we're yelling, I think we should put like 3 exclamation points. Then you know that yes, I was just yelling just now.
true.
So Lark
That's
saying hello to everybody. So hello to everybody.
Hello, Lark.
Hmm. Oh, the clothes
That's
fall
right.
off. They
CC
just
knew it.
fall.
Yep. Yep.
Just
And
fall
they
off.
dance. People dance on tables, and
That's right.
yep.
Well, they go one tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor.
I
That
don't know
too.
nothing about that.
That's a great song. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Well, I did get something new for my seeds, but I thought I had more 3-ring binders, but remember I cleaned some of them out and now I need one. See, that's why I don't like cleaning things out because that's what ends up happening. Like not soon after, I got the
Oh, hi,
seed.
Shawnee. Thanks for coming in.
Hey,
What you
Shawnee.
missed? A
Got
lot of drinking and a,
yes,
a
we were
little
talking.
bit
Mhm.
of barbiturates being taken by some people in the chat while they're in
Yes.
the hospital, and a lesson on this StreamYard that I don't quite understand yet. So yeah. Anyway, that's where we are, Shawnee.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, madam.
So this is what I got. I got the sleeves instead of just
Oh,
my boxes. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my list from my extension service and separate them that way. Like either probably by season because it'll be too much, maybe by month. We'll see. But it's much more visual rather than having them in the boxes. I can see them easier
yeah,
just by
yeah,
opening the notebook and
But when
yeah.
knowing.
your
And then I can
hand is
also make
dirty,
notebooks for each thing. Like here's my teas
but,
and
but
you
when
know.
your hand is dirty, you trying to stick it all up in there and get seeds out of there?
No, no, no. I just flip through it, pull my seeds, take the seeds out to do it, whatever I'm going to do. And then I can
Before
pull.
you go out,
Yeah,
then you
before you
go
go
and
out. I don't bring that whole notebook outside. No. It's just a way to
well,
organize it. It's easier for me to when I want to
yeah.
start
I,
planting.
I'm not a good one with sleeves because I even tried that with music, and it's good. I have good intentions. Then I pull it all out, and then I go, you know what? I'm going to file those later, and that usually is 1 year later that I'll file
Yeah,
them
that's true.
out.
I know. I'm
I'm
kind of
not good.
worried about that. Yeah.
Yeah. You probably will do it just because it's how the visual is for you
Mhm.
and needing to have that, to keep that organized. And it does, because when you look at it, it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Where with me, I'll pull the covers over my head and go, nope. So
Well, it makes me
you
feel
know,
like that too, putting the covers over my head.
I have a shower cat in. I put my selected seeds in to take outside. Oh,
That's a cute idea.
that's
I like
that's
that.
very good. Season organizing is good. That is good.
Thank you.
Plant these in spring, these in fall. That is good, because what I had, Carol, was I would pull out what I wanted, what I was going to do in the year, and then I would
Mhm.
just have them in groupings, and I'd go, here is the Januaries, the Februaries, and I would just keep moving things
Yeah,
around.
I've
So
done that in the boxes, and I just find I don't
it's awful.
open the main box and get the
Yeah,
box out, or I
yeah,
forget they're in there like that.
yeah. Well, because December Maureen is very different than March Maureen, because I'll pick it out and I'll go, okay, why didn't you make yourself a better note? Because what do you want to do? Why is this here? So that's how I am.
Yeah.
So Shawnee says,
Mhm.
I had packets of seeds. I open spelled, and having them in those photo boxes saved me from having the seeds
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, my only problem with that also for me was that I had a seed packet that the bottom fell out of it, maybe a couple of them. And of course, I have all my brassicas, and every brassica seed looks exactly the same. So I've got these loose brassica seeds. So it's like, it could be cauliflower, could be broccoli, could be cabbage, could be, I don't know what I got.
Yeah, that
So
happened with my radishes, and so it's just a mixed up radish amount.
yeah, surprise.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the surprise
So
part of the garden.
is the term called cold stratification?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
guys know that? Yes. Okay. So what is that? Because I'm seeing that, and I might have looked it up before, but I don't know what that means. So what do you do
It's
for cold stratification, J3?
That means all your plants need to have some kind of chill hour. So therefore, folks in the hot weather, depending on what the fruit is or whatever, it still need cold hours.
yeah.
So the stratification come by being in the chills and all that stuff, and you be fussing and cussing at it because you figure it should have fruits on it, but it needs its cold hours.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you
It
done
needs
that, Carol?
I haven't done the there's usually you put it in the refrigerator. David the Good will do that with fruit seeds that he wants to try,
Right.
and he'll put them in soil in a baggie in his fridge
Okay,
for a certain amount of time, just like
right,
what would be a season in the cold, and then he'll pull
right.
them out and plant them.
Okay, so I've done that. I did that with I tried different ways with my peach pits,
Hmm.
and so some I did put in the refrigerator in soil. Some I did just plant right up into them, and I did not do well with any of them.
Oh
You,
no,
you said peach pit.
you gotta.
This thing, this thing been sitting up here for about 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah. Did you take it out of its shell and try it that way too?
No,
Yeah.
I intended to put it in some dirt, and I never did, and I left it sitting right here on this little can right here. It's
Oh,
been
I
there ever
have.
since.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I got a tray like that of different
A
things.
certain amount of days under a certain temperature, like the seed needs 30 days in the fridge for proper germination. A blueberry bush needs X amount of days in cold before it awakens. Okay, so yes. So
Mhm.
I was doing that, but I think I just didn't know what it was called. So I tried it, did not, because I even tried some of them, carefully taking out the seed from the pit.
Mhm.
Um, and I think I think I tried that with putting them in between paper towel and then into a baggie to let
Mhm.
it germinate. And I think I got one or two, and got them planted, and it was doing okay. And then I don't know, I did something stupid to it or something like that, bumped it, and whatever sprout I had on that was gone. So, oh yeah, so she says I do 2 months in the fridge for peaches and apricots. Always crack the nut. You're right. Which Shane, the last time that you were here, you said you were going to bring me a peach tree. There is no peach tree from Shane in my possession right now. And I can say that because you won't remember this conversation. I can be mean to you right now. I'm a little bit upset with you right now, jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, morphine should be there in about a minute now. So totally forget.
I got some macadamians over here, and I'm
Ooh.
not sure how I'm gonna do them. I got 3 of them to try to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm gonna do them, fellas.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, Cece. Thanks for
Night,
popping by.
CC. Well, supposedly they grow here and they grow in Hawaii. So you
Yeah.
need some nice warm weather.
Actually, they came from Hawaii.
Did they? Loa. How do you say that brand? Oh, I used to love those. Those nuts. Yummy. Didn't realize you just
They came from Maui seeds.
nice.
Seed soup.
Seed soup?
Seed soup. That was what
That's
they were called?
I just read it and throw it back there.
I wonder if they're did you get them?
I'm sorry. Seeds and soaps.
Oh, seeds and soap.
Seeds and soaps.
Did you get them before the fire? I wonder if they're there
Maui
anymore.
Fire.
I
Yeah.
got those. I got those in December. Yeah, I got them in December, I believe.
I'll see if they're still around. I hope they are.
So yeah, that is I tried all different ways, and like I said, I did not do well with my peaches. You have some carob seeds that you're going to start, so that will be interesting. Absolutely, that's very exciting. And Shawnee says the back of the seed packet will tell you if it's a purchased thing. A peach pit can't talk, so you just have to know.
I also got some sour sop. I just got them in the mail. Some sour sop seeds.
Yep.
And
I have that sour sop tree I told you about. I want to go out and beat with the stick. So it'll do something.
So that one didn't go up to Jesus?
I had got 2 kinds. One is ice cream sour sop. Another one is regular sour sop. And I got me, I think it's 5 seeds.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the skin off, the shell off of 1 of each. And I'm going to put them in some dirt or whatever and see how they do.
Yeah, they like my weather. I don't know how high up they grow. The soursop family can be real picky.
Well, these jackfruit are picky too, but right now they're just growing straight up.
Yeah. No, they'll sprout. It's just a matter of you got to keep them in warm weather. But Annona, that family of seeds, Annona can be a little bit of a tricky family to grow. Yeah. Just like I said, like mine hasn't fruited yet, and then I spoke to somebody who's had 5 trees, full size, waited the amount of time they're supposed to fruit, and cut down 5 trees because they never fruited for him, and then he finally got a winner.
Because they didn't want to wait.
They just no. He's got a lot of people in the fruit tree business, and they said no, they're like that they can be very fickle. Yeah, they're a difficult tree.
What's your zone, J3?
So these trees are like women, huh?
Oh, or certain men. Oh, certain men.
Let me just. I think I'm just going to mute you. You are now muted, sir. You're not allowed to talk no more. Oh, what did Shane say? I had to apologize to you. It's very gassy with all the fiber. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, they're used to it.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'm sure they are.
As long as you didn't soil your slacks, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But no.
Almost upsetting.
What's your zone, J3?
8B9.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Close to 9 then.
I used to be just 8B.
It should be
But
good.
the only people that tell me I'm zone 9 is the place down there where you at. Fast Grow Trees. Yeah, Fast Grow Trees. They say I'm in zone
The
9.
fast growing trees, the ones that send it through the mail.
Yeah, they tell me I'm in zone 9.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they did just recently change it, so you should be all right. I thought you were in a higher zone, but that's right too. They just kind of changed some of the zones.
Yeah, but it still get cold around here.
Mm, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a video today doing the damages of this frost and stuff we had
Mm-hmm.
around here lately.
Mm.
That's what I was trying to do before I came up, but it wouldn't let me load it up, so I just put
Mm.
it down.
Mm,
Mm. That's frustrating. That's very frustrating.
it does.
I ain't
So,
mad.
how has anybody participated in Springmas? That is from
Not yet.
Broke Farmer. No, I just me either.
You're the
I
first
got some
person I said
seeds.
put it up, I think, or GT might have had something,
Yeah,
maybe.
I got some seeds, but the thing to it is, the people are supposed to email you and said, "I want some seeds." Nobody ever
Oh,
emailed, so I didn't worry about it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I got me some seeds from Miss Rio's garden and from Fifi's Journey.
Oh, nice, nice.
Very nice.
So Springmas, this is a little brainchild of Broke Farmer, where he said, you have Christmas and you have Easter, you have all
Mhm.
these things. In Christmas, we give gifts. And he said, in spring, we should have Springmas where we give seeds to one another.
Yeah.
So,
But you have to email and ask for seeds. Not what kind. You just email somebody and say, "I need some seeds. I want some seeds."
Mm.
That's it.
well, for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, I've got these um, Italian pear style tomatoes. They come from Italy. They're nicknamed a nona tomato, and they're
Oh.
the pear shape,
Mhm.
um, kind of, and they just come out beautiful. They had great weight. They're great. They are paste tomatoes. So if anybody wants seeds, email me your address. Um,
Just
I'm sure you
email
can.
her and say, just email her and say, "I want seeds."
No, I'm giving tomato seeds. I can't think. I can't think. So you can email me there, and I will send you some Nona seeds for Springmas. And they were good.
Yay!
What the heck, Shane? You have 82 eggs in the incubators. Your property can't hold 82 chickens.
My
What
God.
the heck?
Wow.
What the heck?
Who was it that said that? Shawnee, Botanical Interests, Kevin's company from Epic Gardening. They have a pineapple, but it's considered like a Cape gooseberry, they said, but it's actually the one that's in the husk that we were talking about last time. That's not like a true gooseberry, but there's a pineapple one. And yeah, one of the new Epic Gardeners who's in North Carolina, but she's not a new YouTuber, was talking about
Mm.
them and how good they are. So that might be something to check out too if MI Gardner doesn't have his in or only will have a limited one amount.
Oh, so Shane's got 82 eggs in the incubator. He goes, only two are for me.
Oh,
The rest are for friends.
oh, that
Hokey
was
Dinah.
nice. Yes, thank
So
you, Shawnee. It's a ground
yeah, the
cherry. It's a
ground
yellow
cherry.
ground cherry that is pineapple. And they said it's got a tropical, she was saying it's kind of got a pineapple mango taste to it. I almost was tempted. I might still get it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just try it. Might
Cool.
sounded really good.
Yeah.
But I'm gotta be careful
Yeah.
with those.
Yeah. So Shawnee, do send me an email if you'd like these Nona tomato seeds. So I've had them for the last 3 years, and the people before me that I have no idea. But I was really impressed, and it's now at the place where I've grown, the cherries, the yellows, the all sorts of kinds. Shane is a huge
Mhm.
tomato, like he has seeds up the wazoo. that he
Mm.
saves, and he does the ferment way of doing them. Um, but it's like over the time, because we don't eat them. You go, I tried San Marzanos last year, and
Mm-hmm.
they did not even compare to the Nonas for sizing and just even for the flavor. The flavor of this Nona tomato is absolutely fantastic, and I would actually slice this Nona tomato and eat it as a slicing, where sometimes they can be a little tinny tasting or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I am going to send you a birthday card, Shawnee. That's how your happy birthday,
That's
because
right.
you send anything as a birthday card, um, just paper in it. I think I was sending some sourdough, dehydrated sourdough, and they said, "Oh, what's in it?" It's confetti, paper confetti, because it has to be paper, can't be metallic. So yes, I'll be sending birthday cards to many people in the United States if they like, because it doesn't cost
Oh,
hardly
no.
nothing.
Yeah, careful.
Hey,
Woo. I'm looking
That's
up.
how you send it. Then nobody's the wiser. Happy birthday. And I even write happy birthday on it.
There you go.
So you got random cherry tomatoes from a friend who had too many come up. They were so good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just I one thing I cannot do is the grape tomato. Ugh. I don't know what it is, because I love tomatoes. Like, I love take a tomato, sprinkle some salt on it, eat it like an apple.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my faves.
Yeah.
And um, anyway, I'm just going to disable that one. But it's like a grape tomato, because it's like there's no different. I put it in my mouth, I chew it, I go to swallow it, and I actually want to retch it up. But I can eat a cherry tomato, no problem.
Weird.
I can pop a cherry tomato, but a grape tomato
Oh,
actually makes.
because it's crossed. I think originally they crossed it with a grape or something when they did some kind of cross with the grape tomato when it originally came out. So maybe it's still too related to a berry.
Well, I can have grapes.
Oh,
I
but
can have
never mind.
grapes.
Never mind. I don't know. I don't know then. I don't
Pink
know.
bumblebees is a good cherry on the larger size.
Mm,
Okay,
I just
that sounds.
I don't like. I'm too lazy for tomatoes, except for the Everglades. Well, it's not even lazy. That's my dad's word. My dad would always say lazy, but it's just I don't have the time to be out there checking them for those stinking the green. We get those green hornworms really easily down here
Mm.
because of the butterfly population and the moth population.
Almost homesteading, the texture is no different. It's whatever it tastes like. And when I put it in my mouth, I actually like it. I start chewing it. I just want to retch it right out. I have no idea. It's so
They're
bizarre.
sweeter.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a freaking tomato marine. Purple bumblebee is highly rated, so I'm growing that for the first time this year. Awesome. I purchased the glass weights for fermenting, which those are supposed to be good for. Um, uh, it'll be a new preserving. Oh, cool.
Oh, were you taught my biology was wrong, wasn't it, Larks? I bet it was, or my botany. Probably never happened. I just heard that they crossed it with like another berry. I
Yeah.
thought it was a grape, but then as I was saying it, I thought that was weird.
Shane, did you say that you like Kellogg's breakfast? Isn't that one of your favorites too? And I forget the other one that you've said. So she said, "Say it again. I was in another window for a minute. Repeat, please." Hey, what do you mean you're in another window? You can use my window only, ma'am.
She needed to do like I just did. I was in another window, but you saw me the whole time.
That's right. Yeah, you look like you're paying attention to me. So almost home says, "May I pick your brains about a garden problem?" So, yeah, you do love the Kellogg's. I still have lots of your tomatoes that you sent me like 3 years ago, Shane. Oh yeah, purple and brandy wine. I've done those.
Have you done the Cosmos, Shane? They're I believe
Oh, she confesses she was playing an escape room game that had her left brain going.
almost homestead. And what is the the question? You intrigued?
Almost homesteading, do you want to come up and just say the question so that we can talk with you? You don't have to come on screen if you don't want.
Yeah, tell them come on up because I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Get bed.
So you see, y'all young, y'all don't need them extra hours and stuff.
Oh,
I get
bless
in the
you.
bed to try to get the hours, but I can't get them. So
No, that's
Mm,
actually us too. Is we have trouble sleeping too.
mhm.
Yeah.
Your melons to grow well, midget style. Would love to reduce the fruit budget with the kids. Yeah. Oh, you'd already typed it. What can I use to keep birds from eating all the seeds I plant? They love the mulberry tree next door. What do you guys all do? So she goes, what can I use to keep the birds from eating all the seeds? So she's put the seeds into ground. They love the mulberry tree next door. So they're sitting in the mulberry tree and then they come down and they go, hey, let's
put a
eat.
feeder out. Put a bird feeder out.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Are
Not
they at
near.
Are you planting up against your fence, almost homesteading, where they're seeing you plant? Yep. See, Shawnee said the same thing. Yep. Because it might not just be the birds. We have squirrels that'll do that. I can't plant a sunflower to save my life here. Even there have started them and put them out. Yep.
No, my mom's is the beans. Once her beans sprouts, the
Mm-hmm.
crows come in and
Just
eat
wipe
them
off.
all.
Oh, bugger.
See, some everybody thought I was coming on when I just did that test trying to find it. Everybody thought I was coming on.
Oops.
Too many people don't respond.
Apparently, everybody had nothing to do tonight.
They
So
watching you.
birds
You-
are good to eat bug pests. The squirrels are the real
The squirrels
jerks.
are the real jerks. And the squirrels will also do it too. That's what I was going to say, almost homesteading. If you've seen them actually out there pecking. But I would do the same thing, put a bird feeder out. But if it's the squirrels, I'd like to know the answer to that one. Because we have both squirrels that come during the day, and then we have the freaking, excuse my language, rats that come at night off the canal.
So your pellets, are those a certain kind of pew pew pellets, Shane? Mm-hmm.
I imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The iguanas hate our pellets
Oh
too.
man.
They eat your pellets. Squirrels leave my stuff alone except for my strawberries when I feed them.
Naughty squirrels.
See, I was trying to get you started, and there was 22 people that came in for that. Me trying to find the what's the name, trying to get you to go share it out.
Yeah.
22 people came in.
Wow.
Just tell them, get over here. What in the world?
Too late. I'm getting ready to go to bed now.
Yeah. So do you is it shared in StreamYard, do you mean? Like when you go to share it, are you sharing it in StreamYard or are you sharing it on your community tab?
In StreamYard.
Oh. Well, I don't know what that is.
Let me see. You be sleep early in the morning?
Yeah.
What time you get up in the morning? Hold it. What? Let me back up.
7. I'm up at 7.
We're Eastern.
So I will be up at I'll be up getting the chickens up at 7:30, 8 or 9:30, 10:30. So that's 10:30 for you.
You'll be getting the chickens up, huh?
Yeah.
So what time is that again?
7:30 Pacific Standard.
So you're
3 hours behind you.
3. You got that California time, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was gonna say come on at 9 o'clock, but that's if you come on at 9, it's what, 6 where you at?
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you about them women. I don't know what to say about them women.
Oh, hang on. I need to mute you again. Where's the mute button? Oh yeah, the mute button's right there. As soon as you say woman, I'm just gonna mute. Just
Oh,
say
wow.
it. Just say woman again. You say
Young
it.
girls,
Oh,
young girls.
there we go.
Yeah.
Almost homesteading. You just need my dog because my dog will go after those birds.
Mm.
She loves them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's not morning quality time with the chicken, fam. It's open up the gate and put the mash out, because if I don't give them the mash for breakfast, it doesn't
Mhm.
matter that they have a whole bunch of dried food in the coop run, but we have to have the wet food. If we don't have the wet food, we are like throwing a fit. Where's the wet food? We are starving. Oh,
They used to.
oh my gosh! You just listen. You just shush up too, sir. I'm muting you too. Pressing mute. Pressing
I love,
mute on you and J3. Mute, mute.
Homestead Aquarius.
Hey.
She keep muting me too much. I'm going to bed.
Mhm.
I'm going to bed
Oh,
because she keep muting me.
you freedom of speech. Poo 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 poo.
Mhm.
Both you
That's right.
doodads.
Ladies, everybody in the chat, y'all be nice to each other. Be blessed, and I see y'all in these streets.
All right.
All right.
YouTube
Sounds
street.
good.
YouTube street.
YouTube streets.
Streets.
There, sir. Thanks
Night,
for popping
J3.
in.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Mm. Yeah.
Sing you a lullaby.
Oh, you're on a pizza and hot sauce diet. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Larks was saying. That's what men would live off of, is basically pizza and hot sauce if it wasn't for women.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't knock the women of our times. If it were not for us, men would live off of pizza and hot sauce. Oh, sorry, Lark. Pizza is one of my favorites as well, so I probably would live off of it as well. I love it.
Oh, I know. I love pizza and tacos still at my age that it doesn't like me, I don't think, anymore.
You know. Have you ever done, like, we use a keto wrap, or actually we make a lot of taco salads.
Yeah, I like taco salad. That comes
Just
out good. It's gotten better with the tacos. I've
Mhm.
got it. I think a lot of it was like the gluten added to certain things, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's gotten better with the tacos. My husband.
Yeah, that's sad. Almost homesteading that my husband would also eat chili,
Mhm.
and he can live alone with his gas.
Lots and lots of chili.
That's right.
That's
Oof.
right.
Pizza is my favorite vegetable, and cayenne is my favorite vitamin.
That's right.
Ah,
There you
yes, yeah. My
go.
my favorite is actually I love cold pizza. Like I if I'm making pizza, I'll make sure that I have enough pizza so that I can have leftovers and have it cold in the morning. Ooh, you had pizza tonight for dinner. You can't eat the tortillas too often, but I love a good taco. Is it the corn tortillas or is it the flour tortillas, Kathleen? Which one? Oh, you guys had pizzas. Wow, I had cauliflower mac and cheese. Mama spoke again. Where, Mom?
It's not up there. It's not catching on this side because I'm
Are you
looking
pressing
too.
enter, Mom? Why is she hidden?
Maybe she's doing that as a here she comes. She's about to speak. She's preparing us so we don't miss it. Is that what it is? Unless she's texting you off camera and I have no part of that.
She doesn't have a cell phone. The flour. Yeah, flour tortillas are not my favorite. I like a soft corn tortilla, or I like the hard shell. Those are my favorites.
I've heard of
Lark says, "Hey, Mom. Can you speak again, Mom?" I wonder if you don't press enter.
Yeah, because we're not seeing it on this side. Anything above Mama spoke again.
Where's the drink? Where's the drink is what Barbara said. She said, where's the drink? Back to protecting seeds.
Okay. She might have heard J3. Maybe there was a time delay there between what he said and her reaction.
Well, I'd have to go get another one. I only brought the glass. I didn't bring.
Yeah,
So now I'm drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yes, I do love corn tortillas. Soft or hard shell. Those are my favorite. The flour ones, I could take or leave them. So
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like. See, I'm the opposite. I like a corn hard shell, or I like a flour tortilla. I'm not
okay.
crazy about the corn tortillas. Nope. Unless they're mixed with flour.
Oh, I had a lot of cayenne and have never had sciatica pain. That is a thing. Is cayenne is good um for your joint pain and for like arthritis and stuff.
It's
Back
supposed to
to
be good
seeds.
for the belly too, from what I heard, but I just can't get
It
it down.
gets rid of mucus and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Oh yes, you should hydrate.
I'm
I'm
hydrating.
hydrated. Uh-huh.
Hydrate.
So we have pavlova in the oven right tonight. My daughter made pavlova for dinner tomorrow.
I
You
forget
like
what
carbs, period, but they hate me. Yes,
Same.
all.
Yeah.
Ooh, pierogi casserole. What hospital are you in that you had pierogi casserole for supper, or did your
That's not
your
fair.
lovely wife bring it to you?
That sounds delicious.
That is not hospital food.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, cayenne's good for your colds and for gut. Could you take a cayenne pill, Carol?
Might be able to do it in a pill. I was just thinking that actually while I'm sitting here reading side chat. Like, I wonder if I could pill it up and do it that way.
Mhm.
On food, cayenne is rough for me.
Right. I just recently learned that certain seeds needing light directly to germinate, so they would be surface sown and not covered with dirt. I can't think of which seeds need that. Oh, here we go. My mother said, my seeds from crows were a shite rima cloth and also the neighbor's cats. Oh yes, so she struggles with her seeds. It's
Okay.
the cats come in and dig them up, and the crows. So she fights them both. She'll be on the phone with me, and she'll be like going out her door, get here, and
Oh my goodness. And they're smart. Crows are smart.
Oh, what
Probably
is that?
if you don't clip it down.
Mm-hmm.
Don't clip them down, and yeah.
I do a pierogi. I do a lazy man pierogi casserole, which is absolutely delish. And
What is it?
it is you use lasagna noodles.
Mm-hmm.
So your lasagna noodles with your potato and onion, that's been sauteed in butter, and your cottage cheese, and then put another layer of noodles, and you just keep doing that, and then lots of butter and lots of cheese on top of it. And then you do it in squares. It's just delicious.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
was it from the hospital? Maybe it wasn't a pierogi casserole.
Yeah. Maybe they just called it that to make people eat it.
Okay, so my mom's thing actually says I protect my seeds from crows with reme cloth and also the neighbor's cats. So that's what she said. She protects her seeds because yes, there was a
Yeah. I just was trying to figure out what the Rema cloth was.
reme cloth. Yeah.
What is that? Reme cloth.
Oh, it's a white, very thin
like
sheer
muslin?
cloth that you can put over your garden.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I think it's a type of cloth, not the brand. We might call it something different in the States.
Reme cloth?
Yeah. I don't know.
Reme cloth.
Let me see. Rema cloth, also called. Let me see if I get.
I think for us it's REME.
The British call it, I guess, Rema. Sorry.
Rame cloth.
Confusing. Find it.
Kathleen saying, I tried the apple cider lemon and cayenne shots in the morning. That lasted 3 days. Did you put
Oh.
any we put in ours, we would do, what is it called? It's a type of it wasn't corn syrup, but it's I think it's like real maple syrup, like pure maple syrup, not the we'd put a little bit of maple syrup. Darling,
Yes,
Um,
yeah.
would you mind grabbing me another beverage, please? She's letting me have another one.
Oh. Okay. We'll be good.
So yeah, frost fabric. Google seems to relate Reme, or she's got
Yeah.
cloth to frost.
Okay. Yeah. Frost fabric. So yeah, I had never heard that term before. That's why. So we must not use it that often.
Oh yeah, ours is just REMY, I think.
Thank you, Kelly. I couldn't find it. I was like looking. Your fat finger. Your fat finger? My fat finger. Motions.
REIMA.
Oh yeah, motion sprinklers are good. I've heard that too. But for squirrels, sometimes they work, and deer.
Oh. What is Storms having here? Cayenne and peanut butter park ice cream. Oh yeah, you were having ice cream the other day, and you put some cayenne, and it was on a chocolate bar too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that in a chocolate bar. I think I've had it actually, the bacon one with cayenne or chili pepper. It had chili pepper maybe and bacon and dark chocolate. It was actually pretty good.
Hospital rubber. Huh.
That was his pierogies, I guess. Poor man.
Motion sprinkler. So maybe I'm never spelling it right. I thought it was Reme, REIMA.
Yeah, I think they do put maple syrup in that concoction. The apple, cider, lemon, and cayenne. Definitely don't ever do apple cider without watering it down. That is not good for your throat. Burn the crap out of your throat.
No kidding.
I did that once. I didn't know better. My friend was like, "Oh yeah, you just gargle with apple cider." It was when I first ever tried like these home remedies. She forgot to tell me water down the apple cider. So I go and I start to gargle and burn the crap out of the back of my throat so bad. I was like, I have to ask you something. Why did you say that? It hurt me really bad.
That's right.
Like, it's probably pulling infection out. I'm like, no, because it's acid.
No.
Like it's acid.
It's no, actually honey, physically burning me.
Like, no, you water it down.
Oh, you had ice cream with Nutty Buddy and the cayenne, and Homesteader Craze had the bacon with the cayenne. Yeah, I listened to that. It was very delicious. Does everyone water by hand like hose and bucket, or have a drip line or sprinkler, or just let nature take its course? Not let nature take its course, because we're not getting the rains like we used to. I water by hand because it's cheaper and I can do it anytime I want. If I want to have sprinklers on, I'm only allowed to water on Thursdays and Sundays between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. And then I think there's an evening of like 6 and 8 a.m., 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. So
you do sprinkler and hand watering? Is that what you said?
I just hand water because you can hand water every day. How about you, Carol?
Oh, okay. Well, I was letting nature take its course, forgetting that winter is extremely dry, and that's why I have a lot of dead stuff in the back. Because both spring and summer, we start to get our tropical rains, and sometimes you really don't want to go out there and water because your soil is already saturated still. But I'll hand water. I have one of those long-armed sprayers. I love that thing. On my hose. And then, of course, husband undoes it and he'll put it aside and not put it back on. He'll use the hose for something and not put it back on. I'm like,
Yeah. So my mom does all. She covers her
Okay.
seeds with rame cloth too. I would love to do drip irrigation, Larks.
Me too.
But it's like for some reason there's certain things in my life where you go, I can't comprehend because my friend he has his drip irrigation going in like pots all
Yes,
along.
that's what I want to do. I bought
And you
some of the
go,
stuff for it, but same thing. I can't
no.
get it going. I
Hmm.
want to have it coming off my rain barrel somehow, but would have to have some kind of gravity system where the rain barrel is high enough, I think, to flow down and do all the
Right.
areas.
Right. Hmm. And make sure you hold it down with big rocks.
Oh, Rima, like Rima.
Like Reba McIntyre, only with an M. Rima.
Aha,
Oh, so you
okay,
say it Rima, but we say Reme. We're
yeah.
British, you know. We have
Yeah,
Reme
that's
cloth.
where it comes from. That's what I found,
Reme,
that it's a
Reme
British thing.
cloth is where we get it, and that's where we're going to get our dibbers, and we're going to do and take our things out to our compost. So,
Yes, and you say schedule. Your
schedule,
schedule.
schedule.
Yes.
Mhm.
And all the Americans are like, "No, it's a schedule."
I say schedule. I'm not really a
Yeah,
schedule.
Canadians have the in-between syndrome because, you know, they just do. I saw that with that measuring video that you sent, like the
That's
reel or
right.
whatever. That was hilarious.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, well, sometimes we are imperial and sometimes we're metric, you know. Hmm.
Like,
So if you can understand basic plumbing or Legos, you can do drip irrigation. No, don't understand either one of those. Sorry. Mm.
almost homesteading. Yes, let's think of all words that rhyme with it so we can pronounce it. Marie's like ready to shoot through her nose, some liquid possibly. Caught her off guard. Too funny.
Yes. Yes, like FEMA.
I kind of understand the basic plumbing of it. It's just getting out there and figuring out how to do it with the way, like where our faucet is. I had a splitter faucet, but I don't know if it's good enough. Getting out the plumbing tape and make sure it won't leak. And then having my husband see it there and go, "Why is this on here? What have you done to the faucet?"
It's actually Skeedle. Skadle.
Skittle? Oh,
It's shed,
schedule? It's
schedule. Sched.
can't even.
Skidoo. Did you check the
Schedule?
schedule? Did you check the
Schedule?
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 Scad.
Schedule.
Oh, here, schedule.
Schedule.
Schedule. Yeah,
Mm,
not even schedule. It's schedule. Schedule.
schedule.
Thank you, Marks.
I can't.
Not Mary. I carry 5-gallon buckets to the garden. Oh my
That's
god.
heavy. That is wow. We need
Hmm.
to we need to get you some pool noodle storms. If you have a faucet, shove that thing on your faucet and just tape it in between the pool noodles with duct tape. If you just like a cheap hose to get it to extend.
If you live in the UK, it's pronounced schedule.
That's right. It is schedule. Or to extend that hose that you have, I mean, because sometimes that's what stinks. Like you get a hose and then you realize that's not going to stretch as far as I need it to go. I bought the wrong size.
Yeah, I buy that one that it kinks down to almost nothing and it's super light.
Yeah.
You can come up and teach us Southern dialect
All right.
anytime you want, ma'am.
Anytime.
Anytime. You do not have to show your face. You can come up here and we'll just be.
Mhm.
You can just show us how to pronounce the words properly, so we do it right. Because we're not doing it right. We don't know how to do it. You know.
You're welcome then, almost homestead.
Yeah. We do the 5-gallon buckets of water when we plant in the big garden. It's a pain to pull out all of those hoses. I can imagine. I was actually thinking about you, Kathleen, because you do have like big areas that you plant in.
Mm.
Oh, I might do the pool noodle thing to get water from my neighbor's water catch system. Oh,
Oh, cool.
awesome.
Well, I've seen it for like buckets. like for when you want to wash the floor or mop the floor. You do the pool noodle up to your faucet and just put it down in the bucket, and in case you can't like fit it under your faucet, like you have a taller bucket than the space is, underneath your faucet and into the sink. It's to solve that problem.
Mm,
And I was like, I bet that could be used in other ways. Hope it works for you,
mhm.
almost homesteading.
I love all the themes for postage stamp gardeners: juicing plot, salsa plot, stir fry plot. No, knowing you're going to use those foods for your planting. I'm gonna go out
Yeah.
to the salsa plot right now. It's just
Yeah,
it's just the step right beside the stairs.
I liked it was Kevin and Jacques were doing that. It was the thing that you were telling me about. Like you might be
We're
a
gardeners.
gardener. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gardeners. That's it. We're gardeners. And then the last one was like, we've learned everything we need to know about how to grow a turnip, but nobody will eat them.
It's hilarious. You know,
And you
I
hear
planted all this kale for 2 people. Of course, I planted all this kale. We're only 2 people.
That was
So
so
yeah,
funny.
I'm hoping that more of you will take on, because it is a good trend.
Yeah.
So it's like
Got to get it.
you hit it. It hits hard and fast. So you do get, it's like you get that 1,000 plus views within a very short period of time. So watching for my mom's comments just in case.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that is a lot of milk jug. At least that's better than 5-gallon bucket, though. Goodness, that's a good idea, actually. Almost homesteading.
we're gardeners. Yeah.
That's
So
right. Gardeners.
I did one where it's I'm an urban homesteader, and I am working on a second one that is saying I'm an urban farmer. So I'm doing a second one that I've got 3 different things that I'm working on right now. But
Johnny,
yeah,
I
it's
want to put mine together. She's talking about her green stock up above that.
mhm.
I have the Dollar Tree ones, so they're not as deep, but I've had them sitting in my cabinet for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. And the reason they sat there was because when I first put them in there, a rat peed on the top one. And so I let them stay there because that was disgusting.
Yeah, a little bit of bleach. Okay,
Yeah, a lot of it.
who's gonna who's gonna explain a green stock? Do you want to go grab a green stock, or should I
Yeah.
go?
Oh, no, I can grab it.
Okay.
Yeah. Green stock, a lot of the larger channels will get sometimes one to as like a sponsorship. They'll send them 1 or 2 or whatever.
Mm-mm.
And they can be, hold on, let me see if I can find. There we go. The
Yep.
website.
You have Shawnee has a leaf one. Storms. I read the book, Jack and the Green Stalk. Ha ha ha. And Shane says, I have leftover roof gutters to divert water. Oh, another way of doing water. I clicked
Get out of there.
There.
This is
There you go, ma'am.
Yep, there's the green stalk right there. Here's the green stalk and right here. They're on wheels and they stack. Basically. They're a planter that is vertical planter. And let me see. We can go into their shopping and see if they've got them lined up.
Jack's favorite.
Yeah,
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, they've got blue. That's what I was gonna do. Mine's dark blue, and I was actually gonna.
That's pretty.
Paint them. I need a bottom to mine, but I was gonna maybe just glue on some wheels. It's very pretty. So the 5-tier starts without the sales that they run, different parts of the year, is $149, and the 7-tier is $169. Comes in a multitude of colors now, like that blue that I would now want. But see, they have, I think they have even more. Hold on. Oh, this is the leaf planter. She's saying she's got this version.
Individual leaf planter.
Okay. So, did you make your own, Shawnee? Like you just ordered them one by one and stacked your own? Is that what you mean? Because that. But
Oh, it's got all sorts of colors.
yeah, yep. I wish they would show all the colors too, but they just show them as dots. Oh,
So
there we go.
what does that
Scrolling.
mean when it's +5 leaf? One original +5 leaf. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, she ordered a fully built one on the flash sale. It's a
Oh,
leaf
nice.
tower.
Okay. Oh, here's the leaf vertical planner. I don't.
Oops.
Hello, what happened there?
So what is the difference?
This is 7-tier green stalk leaf. Does it have more or deeper pockets? Shawnee? Let's see. 42, let's see, for the 7, it's got 42 total planting pockets, each with a 7-inch depth.
Yeah, the
5 year.
standard has deeper pockets. The
Okay.
leaf has shallow pockets.
Oh, okay. So less soil that you have to put in the sucker.
Right. And
Got it.
now, Larks, you were also saying that it must be level or it won't work right. Is that because you're watering from the top, and if it's not level, it's not going to water everybody properly?
True. That, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay, so the size of the cup you plant in, the original is a deeper pocket for deeper root plants.
Okay. And
Yeah,
these are,
it will lean to one side.
yeah.
And then it dries out. I've seen one that's even bigger, and I wanted to get it for my mom. Ask me how you know. How do you know that, Larks?
Hmm.
I wanted to get one that was quite a bit bigger than what these are. Like it was, but my mom didn't want one for her because that one you could do all sorts. So
Yeah. Well, I have plans for mine. I just gotta go get out the bleach. The bleach. The bleach. Well,
yes,
I happened into Planter Garden TV was having a live yesterday, and he's doing
uh-huh.
like an herb challenge, and that's what I was going to get mine out for. Possibly
Right.
doing
What's his
that, doing that within Shed Wars, within Springmas, maybe. I don't know.
Well,
If I can ever get out to my yard, I can't join any of these challenges if I can't get out to my yard.
but you got out today. You
I
saw
did. I'm so
saw the
grateful.
death and destruction. You had a little prayer time.
I did. I asked for prayer for my tree that I
That's a
repotted.
broke did one after a storm. And you're like, you see this plum tree, get on your knees. Got to say prayer for my plum tree, and then you go, you see this raspberry bush, you got to say prayer for my raspberry canes. It was very good.
Oh yeah.
I do not know what the survival seed collaboration is. Is
Yeah.
that seeds that I don't know any of these collaborations. I am so far behind, I guess. So first of all, what is the herb challenge that Planter Garden is doing?
It's basically you are showing your herbs as they're growing, kind of thing. You're planting them. You're showing once they, I guess, sprout as they get larger. It's kind of like Scott Head had the 1 seed challenge, but it's all herbs and you're doing more than just one.
Right.
Salute.
Salute. Skull.
I forgot who I saw doing that, the survival seed. I feel so weird doing anything survival and it not being DTG. I'm so used to him using that word, and now I see it everywhere.
Who's DTG?
David the Good is the
Oh.
survivalgardener.com. He owns that website, so that's how I came to know him. Oh, yeah, I did see Bushcraft Family was doing that, yep.
He sends you some seeds. You take a video about what you do with the seeds. Oh, nice. So survival seeds collaboration, is that what represents a survival seed?
Probably would be different for a lot of people.
Yeah, like
depends what you eat and what's going to sustain your family.
Yeah, like for me, hands down, like in my other
Oh yes, I know who. Yeah, I don't really hang out with some of those gardeners, so
I used a coupon for survival garden seeds and purchase the herbal medicine seed collection. Lots of perennials with medicinal properties. Ah, and is that through David the Good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's his survival garden seed. Oh.
Why they're calling it survival?
No, I don't think David the Good. No, survival garden seed. No, I don't think he owns that. I don't know. Shawnee, did he buy that too? Because I know his kids had their stores on Etsy where they would sell some of his seeds. Like that was their little side business that he gave to them. And Ezekiel sells his land race.
Feverfew. I think Bushcraft Family seeds, Feverfew, Lemon Balm. I forget what else. You got to choose from 4 different types of seeds. And then do you purchase them or you're just growing them?
Or are those his picks? Oh, okay. I might have seen that. I'm trying to think.
Oh, 36 seeds for 36 seed packets for $40.
That's a good price, Shawnee. That's a good price. Oh, he just sends them to you. Okay. Feverfew, I wouldn't mind having. Feverfew is good for migraines.
Oh, for okay.
For migraines. I can't do though the one that's pre-made up. It aggravates my stomach, like the pills from Feverfew. So I'd be interested to see, like for tea, if I could do it. Butterbur, Feverfew, yeah. Those are 2 good ones. But I don't know what Butterbur is. I was meant to look that up, actually. Let me see what that is. What that comes from.
No money exchange, but he doesn't send too awful many either. Just enough for you to get them started. Oh, and hyssop. That's the one I chose.
I think I have hyssop.
I almost chose Feverfew.
Yeah, I think I have hyssop.
Okay. I just would like to thank the Academy for this. And thanks for the cheers, Storms. I have drank.
I have my weed seeds. But they're survival weed seeds. I have my the wild lettuce, the 2 different types, because I don't see it down here growing wild. And then I have my purslane. The other thing I have, but it's not really survival.
What else do you have for that are those survival seeds?
Oh, I don't have any of theirs, but I have.
No, but yours. I want to know what yours are.
Oh, some of my survival seeds?
Mm-hmm.
I actually have survival plants. I don't know if I can translate it into seeds just yet.
Oh, okay.
Like I do have like hibiscus, like things for tea, like those kind of things for medicinal. If that's what he's going for, I have a few. And our Florida cranberry is another type of hibiscus. I have lemongrass seeds, but that was what I was going to see. I told Planter Garden, not sure it will germinate. I have passion fruit seeds, but I don't believe they're the right cultivar. Trying to think what else I have that's like that.
So Shawnee's she was given Butterbur.
Other ones, the borage.
Storms has got a pretty calico kitten giving him winks and purring, wondering what she's doing. Alabama Farm Life says they have wild lettuce all over.
Yeah, I wish I did.
So almost homesteading, what is purslane? What is that herb for?
Almost homesteading, that's what you were, I thought, making it. It's got a lot of natural omegas in it. Omega-3s. It's one of the only plants other than chia seeds that contains all the omegas. I have the valerian. I have valerian, Roman chamomile, mullein. But this is, I got to get it to grow. That's the problem. The toothache plant wouldn't grow for me last time too well. I might need to just reorder. I do have hyssop. I have borage, peppermint. These are all annuals, though, here. None of them are perennials in my zone. Like
I find that
they die and will never come back.
But the borage will usually, for me, will come back.
Yeah, but not here. It'll fry. For some reason, they can overwinter just fine, but they can't over summer.
Right.
That's the same thing with mullein. I get that first crest of leaves, I better get out there right away and get all those leaves or they're melted from the sun.
Oh, so
Yes, it
purslane.
does. It does grow all over South Florida.
Mm. What
Yeah,
does it
it's
look
really
like?
good. Mm-hmm. Yep, omega-3 fatty acids.
This is where I get into.
It's a succulent too, so it's kind of crisp, so it's hydrating.
This is where I end up having problems because I get talking to you guys and seeing all this. I was like, well, I need to plant that. I need to go.
Here, it's great in our sandy soil here. It grows pretty much all over. Once it turns up and comes to the surface, like if you've had it in your area in your garden before, it'll usually return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's a mucilaginous plant. So it
That's a
does
fancy
have
word.
that kind of like what okra has. But okra has a little too much of it for me. The mucilage in the plant
Right.
that's like mucusy.
Right. What is the texture? Is it slimy then?
Crisp
It's
on the outside. It's a little bit it's got a little bit of that I don't think it says mucilaginous, if that's a word.
I like that word. I feel like it's a big word. I feel like it should
Yeah.
be a word that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was funny because Almost Homesteading was using it, and I was like, I should have done my videos on that stuff. Dang it. There she is. But yeah, Almost Homesteading did videos about using the purslane in recipes.
Oh, it kind of reminds you of aloe vera.
I think aloe
Wow.
vera is thicker though. These are tiny little leaves, but yeah, the inside is kind of like aloe vera, but really small, like bits.
I would
Aloe
love
vera,
to.
you can't eat that crisp outside. You'll kill yourself.
The
Better
green
not.
part?
Yeah, you're not supposed to bite into the outside of aloe vera. You're supposed to only use the
Oh,
interior.
huh. Mm,
Yeah, like tiny
okay.
leaves.
Oh, yeah, because I was looking at the purslane.
Larks, you might not. It's really got. They're so small the leaves, you don't really notice it unless you would take like a handful of them and then you would kind of notice it.
So I think I probably have
It's not
purslane here.
Homestead. That's okra.
Mute.
No, it's not.
I think we probably have purslane here growing all around the place.
Yeah. I just kept extra just in case because we just don't know what's going to happen outside. And it's one of those things that it's easy to grow. The weeds are easier to grow than some of the other things. So I went with the weeds, or what people consider weeds that are useful,
Mm.
that are actually wild,
Mhm.
foraging plants.
Yeah, I haven't even
Mucilage. Yes, mucilage.
I haven't even looked at or thought about what should I be getting, what should I be growing for in that survival
That's how
setting.
I got started gardening, was actually that. Well, restarted gardening was I went Florida garden, easy Florida, crazy easy Florida gardening was David the Good's book that I saw in the library. Now 20, was it? No, had to be 14 years ago. And that was when I first started, but I started with annuals and it didn't work. And that's when I saw his book after the fact. I was like, oh, forget it, screw it. Found YouTube, he was on it. And that's when he was talking not only about that book, he was starting to talk more about survival gardening. And I think his book on survival gardening came out around then. And that's when I started, oh, yeah, that makes sense. What are you going to eat if things go down? You want those first. You want a food forest and you want survival plants. So for us, it's sweet potatoes. For maybe northern people, potatoes. You want starches that are filling. You want your greens that are going to provide your vitamins. For us, it's like chaya, which is an Aztec spinach, which grows by just like I think I told you guys before. Take a cutting, like a stick, and stick it in our ground down here, and you've got a chaya. Just watered it
Wow.
down a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. Mulberries to me are survival, but they're enjoyable. Um, not like because we're gonna just totally survive off of mulberry. Trying to think what else. I've got lemongrass for because it's just easy. Like anything for me that's survival is like what's very easy to grow without a lot of effort in case I cannot get out in my garden and will
Mm-hmm.
be filling to my family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know the other one is the yam, the Discoria alata. Yeah, winter squash. Exactly, David. There you go. Yep. Yep. For us, it's a Seminole pumpkin. The Seminole pumpkins will last down here.
Mm-hmm. So I've never, because okay, maybe I have not seen purslane, but this
But
is
Shawnee, those are all okay for survival gardener, but that's for survival, medical survival, it seems like. Not eating. That's medical survival. Is that what he's going for? Like medicinal survival should be challenged, maybe?
oops, here I go.
But yeah, those
So
are all great things. Hold on.
so so this so is this what the purslane per it's Mucusless Diet Center. This is the site that I've got it on. So is this what it looks like?
That looks more like the moss rose, which is related to it.
Okay.
Purslane is a
So
little lower growing to the it's
okay.
lower growing, but it's the same family.
So it does have, gives you energy, carbohydrates, protein, all of these things. And then it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, works as an antioxidant,
Yeah.
aids in weight loss. I should eat lots, improves gastrointestinal diseases, strong bones and teeth, improves circulation. So I don't know.
Oh, Catherine, I need to get those seeds. I'm not sure if I have them. I have to go back and check my squash.
How do I remove? There we
Yeah,
go.
purslane grows in most yards. It
Yeah,
does.
I wonder if I have it.
But if you've had somebody kind of eradicate it, you might have to disturb the soil and then the seeds will come up. And they might be one of those seeds that needs to germinate with sunlight because it seems like every time I rake one bed that I have, I will get the occasional purslane growing.
So Seminole pumpkins. What are Seminole pumpkins?
It's a pumpkin that was grown down here by I believe, and propagated by the Seminole Indians. And it's one that grows very well in South Florida and doesn't tend to rot in our climate. It has a long shelf life. Let me get a picture of it for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm forgetting my job tonight. I'll get on it. I'll get on it. I'll get back with it. I haven't grown them yet. I do not have. Yeah.
Right. There, please stop sharing there.
I don't like those kind of plants other than like my sweet potatoes. I can handle those, but things that spread out and cover the ground because of snakes. But I've got
survival food for my area, says Shawnee, would be storage crops since it's cold out 6 months. Your dried beans, potatoes, onions, carrots, garlic, winter squash,
exactly.
Tahitian melon, flint corn. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Corn is another one. Yep. The thing is I'm going to be so bloated if I have to survive on my survival stuff.
Rosewood, the movie, was about the Seminole Indians.
Yeah, they're the only ones that didn't back down. And we have the Miccosukee tribes down here too. Seminole Miccosukee.
So can I ask, I'm going to ask another question. In regards to your beans, the beans that you like, if you're wanting to grow beans to dry, like your kidneys, like your black eyed peas or things like that, is it specific or can you just dry any bean? Huh? You're looking at your
yeah, I'm looking at this. I actually had it wrong and I don't know why they said it says traditionally grown by the Colusa Creek and Miccosukee peoples. but they call them Seminole pumpkins. I'm trying to, let's see, the Seminole people gave them, okay, yeah, the Seminole people gave them the name, whatever. I will not be able to say that, even though I say these names down here. Cheshawitsa.
Cheshawitsa.
Yeah, because
Cheshawitsa.
let's see, to a region in the Gulf in Southwest Florida, the name means pumpkin hanging place. So they used to grow it there and I guess hang them to dry in that area. Let's see, characteristics.
So
Here they are. They're kind of a dusky looking pumpkin. They start out, some of them. Let's see, Seminole pumpkin makes an excellent substitute for pumpkin or butternut squash when cooking. And you don't have to limit yourself to eating the flesh of these pumpkins either. Young green fruits
right.
can be harvested and eaten without peeling. The beautiful yellow flowers are also edible, raw, stuffed, or even fried. Boop, boop.
So they're not like they don't look. They're not orange and like
No, they're
the
kind of
traditional.
like a dusky tan. And even some with like here they have the spots with a little green, a little bit green. So they have variation, just like all the squashes kind of have, but not like a bright, bright orange pumpkin. No.
Right. Well,
Um,
seeing what I grew this year, I will be doing squashes just because the winter squashes,
yeah.
you can hang on. Like we're having a spaghetti squash. Ooh.
Oh,
Tomorrow for dinner. What are Edos
wait a minute.
this year?
Ito is just what we were talking about, GT and I. I have the taro. Ito is similar. It's a root vegetable, but above it, it looks like a tropical, um, like an elephant ear or a philodendron. Not philodendron, philodendron. Philodendron. But yeah, it's that. It's a root vegetable. There's taro, Ito, or Edo. I mean, Edo, taro, and there's one more that's kind of similar. I can't remember. But this says that the Seminole pumpkin, I didn't know this, is similar to butternut squash, but it is sweeter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I kept growing butternut squash. I can get
I
one.
can't use it because my son's allergic to it. He gets a rash around his mouth if he eats
You're
anything with
kidding.
butternut squash in it. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, Edos. Edos.
Okay.
I'm growing
Cool.
taro this year. It was just like potatoes, David, when I made it, like mashed potatoes, like as far
Yeah.
as the taste. It's
Is
a
it
little,
lower in carb though? Like
no, it's
in
not. It's higher.
oh
But for
oh
a survival food, and if you need that energy because you can't get, other things, it's a good thing to have. And it's
okay.
filling. It'll be filling because you
Mm-hmm.
just leave it out there and some people will not know what it is.
Right. But they
See,
could know what potatoes are.
yeah, when GT was on here, David, both of us noticed that the taro that they were selling in the Asian markets looked exactly like the Edos. So I'd be curious to order like some Edos and see if they're much different because the whole plant itself looks very similar too.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah, and
think,
then those,
go ahead.
and then the what's the one? The Jerusalem artichokes. Those
Mhm.
and those are so prolific, but it leaves you so gassy, and they
Yeah.
are lower in carb. They
Yep.
taste great. They like we were slicing them and then
Mhm.
putting them in the air fryer like chips. They're
Yes.
great, but then you're tooting yourself around the house.
Yes, because it's a
You just put
prebiotic
on
too.
yeah.
Maybe you just need more probiotics to eat that. Like maybe
Yeah.
that's why. I don't know.
I think if you were eating them more often, your body would adjust, but it's
Yeah.
like it's just that initial,
Mhm.
you've just
Yeah.
eaten, a whole bowl of these, dried
Mhm.
Jerusalem artichokes,
Yes.
and now you're, put on roller skates and you don't need to do anything, just move around the room.
Yeah, that happened actually. David the Good talked about that happening to him accidentally because he had never eaten them and he wanted to die. He talks about wanting to die because they sauteed them with garlic and oil. And he was like, I wanted to die because I think he has digestion issues too. Yeah, I
Right.
think it might be the same family or very just much a slight offshoot. I think you're
Uh-huh.
right.
Uh-huh. Huh.
Definitely. But yeah,
Very
the
good.
Jerusalem artichokes are good for animals, I've heard, like for animal feed. I don't know which
Okay.
I don't remember which animals though. Poor Cassie.
Yeah.
It's just what you want. Milking the cow and it's tooting like crazy.
No.
Horrible.
No. Yeah.
Nothing
Well,
like
I want to. I'm trying to find a cinnamon tree, and I think I can find something in Canada. And it might be that I have to keep it in my studio, my greenhouse studio, the whole time. Like I can bring it out for
Mhm.
the summer. Like I'm
Yeah.
bringing out. What is that
I
one?
would
It's an
love a
Indian.
cinnamon tree. That would be
Yeah,
great. I would love
yeah.
that. But then
So
you
with
have to learn how to harvest it without killing the tree. Like get the bark off, like scrape, get the right tool to
mm,
scrape it, scrape the bark.
yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter if you boil them, fry them. You will be gassy. But I think if you eat them often enough, it will
Hmm.
probably calm down. But just that initial, I wasn't gassy like my kids were. They were just
Hmm.
like, Ma, let's not have those again. And once in your garden, if my one recommendation for Jerusalem artichoke is
Hmm.
plant it in a pot. So I have it in I think it's probably about a 4 foot grow bag.
Hmm.
And and I was like, okay, we're not growing these again. So I just yanked them all out.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I grew another 20 pounds of Jerusalem artichokes, even though I keep yanking them out all through the summer. So yes, it would be, to get the bark.
I wonder
Um,
if it's like irritating though at all. Like once you harvest from it, like if that essence of cinnamon makes itself airborne, like especially since, if you make it into a potted plant.
well,
Wonder.
the cardamom plant that I have, which, it's like each year I think, oh, maybe this year I'm going to get some pods.
Yeah.
Then I just like, if I just rub my hands on the leaves and stuff, it's got
Yeah.
a real cinnamony smell to it, even though it's supposed to be
Hmm.
cardamom. Yeah.
Well, cardamom is one of those warm spices too. That's
Mhm.
what.
And they're so expensive. I
Yeah.
think it was something like, I don't know if it's a 5 pound bag or
Yeah.
10 pound bag it's like a wholesale club here,
Mhm.
and it was $130.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
for
think
green
we
green
have.
green cardamom.
I think we have. Our Sprouts has an area like that, like how the store that. Well, no. How can I say? Well, Whole Foods. I'm just going to say it's okay. Whole. They had when Whole Foods first started. They used to have this area where you could go and get your own herbs, and you know what I mean. Like it was. I don't know. Remember what brand did it, but this place is kind of like that too, where you weigh them out yourself. You get them, you label them, but you weigh them out yourself and take what you need. And I think cardamom's there. Maybe I can get some.
So cinnamon bark. Farmers cut off the branch at an angle. Once branches are soaked in water and are moist enough, peelers remove the outermost layer of the cinnamon bark.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Hmm. All right. I am going to just leave for a second.
Okay. Let me see if I can look up cinnamon
Yeah, because I
butter
have
while you're.
to go use the loo.
Of course, because we've
Two,
been
two fancy, two fancy beverages. It's like, woo,
drinking.
gotta go.
Wish I could have a
Yes,
fancy breath.
yes. I remember you saying this to me, Homestead Aquarius, that she does them year round, and she eats them up raw. And I think she probably is, okay, I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Oh boy, those branches are huge that they're showing though. Wow. True story of Salion. Hold on. All right, I'm just getting it ready for when she comes back. Wow. That is crazy. So Sri Lanka is where a lot of it comes from. Oh my gosh, I have to show this because the guy is just so happy. The one who works at the cinnamon place. Eats them year round, she says, to start slow with them and your body gets the correct bacteria. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I guess it would build up your natural probiotics. No way. Dig them up and eat them raw? Wow. Let me see if it says it in there, what grow zones. I may have to, I'll just open another page. If it's in India, I can imagine it's a warm one. But it does get cool there too. Yeah, sorry, it's zone 9 through 11. But I think Maureen is kind of close. I forget if she's 8, 7 or 8 on the island. But yeah, it says cinnamon plants can only truly thrive as outdoor plants in USDA hardiness zones 9 through 11. Otherwise, they're best kept as house plants or kept outside only during the warmer months. Okay, well, yeah, they're a native to tropical. So yeah, I'm wondering if I can actually get a hold of one then. That's funny, Shawnee Chief. I was just sending somebody a picture of this peach detox that I do, tea by Yogi, and it has all those ingredients in it too. Well, it says you can keep it in pots, but you know, there's gonna be some small branches that you to harvest it. But heck, at least you know you grew it yourself. Maybe put it on like rollers so you can roll it back in for when it gets cold. I forget what zone. Oh, you zone 5. Yeah, I forgot what zone Marine's in. I think it's 8. Is it 8?
No, I'm 9B.
Oh, then you can grow it. She can grow it. You can grow it outside, but you have to bring it in during the cooler months. Yeah, because Shawnee was asking, and it's zones 9 through 11. That's so weird. I can never remember it because it just seems so weird.
Yeah, well, because it's like there's people in Texas and in Florida that have the same growing zone as me, and you're like,
Yeah,
what? What?
it seems bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, let me share this. I found it. This little Indian man is so funny. Like how he's sitting at his desk is the cutest thing. I'll have to show you. Like it's so cute. Okay, so hold on. Okay, you got it up. So wait a minute. Now I'm on the wrong page. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, here's them, I guess, harvesting it. Hold on. Here's the man I was talking about. I work for the cinnamon company and I love my job.
Look at all the awards. We are award-winning company.
There's a very good company.
Award-winning.
Yeah, award-winning. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay, here's the plants themselves, I guess. Cinnamon saplings, so they're constantly regrowing. For harvesting, and it says what Shawnee said. Farmers cut down the branches of cinnamon trees at an angle, which allows cinnamon bushes to regrow. Young and tender twigs are thrown away. Wow. Once branches are soaked in water, like what she said, and are moist enough, peelers remove the outermost layer. And then it shows them soaking the branches. And this man has done his job for the day, so he is happy. Those are his big cinnamon sticks. And it says he's worked as a peeler for the last 43 years. Wow, he's one of the more experienced. So yeah, he got his stuff.
I'm impressed that he can squat down and he's not screaming in
I know.
pain.
Well, that's like China. They might have the squat toilets like they do in China.
Right.
Keep them in those knees in shape longer, I guess. I don't know.
So Henny Pillage has been peeling cinnamon since the 1970s. Wow.
Looks great. She must have started very young. Here's all the women doing it.
Oh, so it's quite a process.
It looks like a big process. Inside the main building, cinnamon quills are placed on ropes under the roof for drying. So that's how you dry it. Interesting. Huh.
Hmm.
So you have
I
to have
still,
an
I, I
inside
still want
area.
to try.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
You know,
Especially if
because.
it's one of your favorites. Like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Tourists would swarm there before the, virus
Uh-huh.
for an authentic cinnamon peeling experience.
Huh.
So
So maybe I
echo.
need to go there and learn learn how to peel it.
Yep. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
100%
I do find
authentic.
like even when I buy cinnamon, like to put in things,
Hmm.
it has a funky taste to it, and it's like what
Yeah.
other additives are they putting in there? I want to just have the the actual cinnamon. That's what I would really really like, is just not have all the additives, because there's something in it that makes me go, something tastes off here. Hmm.
Your husband would have a fit if you were rolling a cinnamon tree in and out and in and out, Shawnee. Yeah, I've actually heard that's a common practice when we get spices. We, might be getting a branch or some wood pulverized in that spice as a filler that you can't necessarily taste
No.
because it's still organic. Like the branch
Yeah.
itself is still organic.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, I wouldn't mind, doing the licorice and all those things, like, because my daughter is becoming an herbalist.
Mm.
There's so many things. Like she's making salves this week, as
Awesome.
part of her and finishing the course, and
Mhm.
then soon be doing her master's. And so she's been, got her little tray out and all these little things, and so she's been making stuff this week for us to try. And looks, it's very fascinating. And like I told her, I said, all my life, I'm making a spaghetti sauce, and it's like, okay, put in some basil, put in some oregano, put in some garlic. But you don't, like, it's like, what I'm not realizing is that those are all medicinal herbs, and they have,
Mm.
great properties that you actually need for your body. I just thought they were flavorings, not that. So
Yeah.
she's doing things more intense. Like she's making
Yes.
hawthorn. She's making a hawthorn tincture, which is good for the heart. So she's making it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And just because there is some heart issues in my ancestry, and so it's like, might as well do what we can to
Yeah.
fix up the heart. And I'd like to make uh, I'd like to see about trying to grow milk thistle, because that's what I'm taking for my fatty
I
liver and for my liver issues.
Yeah, I was curious about that myself
Hmm.
after you mentioned it about growing that, if we could,
Hmm.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's just like, um when she first started into school, she'd be listening to the courses, she was doing it at home,
Mhm.
and she'd stop and she'd go, Mom, did you know that, where, it's like, this is how everything was cured, was with herbs, was with, natural medicines. And it's not until
Mm.
they've adjusted things, and like, people who that can't have grapefruit, like, whatever medication you're on, can't have grapefruit,
Yeah.
because the base of that pharmaceutical drug
Yes.
has the same constituencies as grapefruit. So my one friend who had a stroke, she says, I'm making myself, she goes, I'm getting off the meds, and she says, and I'm eating a grapefruit every day, and it is keeping her balanced,
That's
because it's
wonderful.
what's in the natural, is far better than, you know I'm sure there are, like, I'm not disputing some pharmaceuticals are good, but some of them have other side effects, that just make it worse. And like, I was on, like, I have an edema problem, and so I was on a water pill for ever and ever, and they said, yeah, you'll be on it for the rest of your life. Well, I
Mhm.
went to we have it was before my daughter became an herbalist, and went and spoke to them, and so they put me on kind of a type of a tea that they concocted for me, and as
Mm-hmm.
well, it also has things where it's getting minerals and things that I'm missing in my body.
Oh.
Well, I've been now off of those water pills for more than a year now.
Mm-hmm.
No edema problems. I still have inflammation issues, but that's, probably to do with, I need to heal the gut, la la la.
Yeah.
But the fact that, I could eat something and, and my ankles would just swell right up. And
Mm-hmm.
usually once I see it in my ankles, that means that like the fluid is all around my heart, all around my lungs, and I'm already suffering.
Oh,
And
wow.
so the fact that I was able to get off of those and,
Yes.
my goal.
Lyrica did that to me immediately when I tried it. Lyrica, I woke up the next morning and I could, I was watery and I was like, what the heck is this in my lungs? I told the doctor and then he's like, oh no, that's a really bad side effect and that's way too soon for it to happen. It's like, yeah, so that's serious that you had that going on. My gosh, I'm
Mhm.
so glad it's clearing up.
Yeah, yeah. So I've been off the water pills, I think, for more than a year. And they said you'll be on them for the rest of your life. And I've had no, in the heat of summer, my ankles aren't swelling. I still have some days, depending on what I'm eating, it might be
Yes.
inflammatory for me,
Yeah.
and so I'll see a bit of swelling, but nothing like it was. And bad days, I would get up and I would start walking and I, not checking and saying, hey, your ankles are big, but it
Right.
would feel like I was walking through mud. Like it would just feel
Mhm.
like every step was trying to push mud.
Mm-mm.
And I don't have that now. So I'd love to get off my
It's not
I'd
good.
love to be able to get off of my thyroid medication too. That's my other. So, oh, your mom had an allergic reaction to milk thistle. She's having to take a diuretic. She is on hospice. Oh my gosh. I'm very sorry. She gets severe leg cramps. Um, Shawnee, does she like mustard? And is it like are the leg cramps, are those like a Charlie horse type of leg cramp? Because if I like being on a ketogenic diet, we're missing certain things, and I will start getting Charlie horses, or I can even bring one on, like if I stretching my toes and all of a sudden my toes will
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
weird directions.
Yep.
I get up and I take a tablespoon of mustard. I don't know why it works. I was looking for natural remedies 2 years ago, and
Mm.
a spoon of mustard will calm it down.
Huh.
My daughter, my daughter also says that pickle juice helps
Yes,
because
pickle juice does. Yep.
she says it does something to the brain where it thinks something else, but it's like I don't know the just the I don't know if
It
do you guys do
balances your
French's mustard?
electrolytes too. It balances your electrolytes out pretty quick. Pickle juice.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes. Yeah.
Look that up.
Like I can be up for about 20 minutes trying to walk it off. Like mine's a muscle, like it's a muscle spasm, but then the pain is just excruciating.
Oh,
But
that's
it's like
horrible.
a tablespoon of mustard, of just the prepared mustard, plain mustard, which I've always loved as a kid. And there's days where I can start feeling that that the tension is happening in my legs. And so then I'll go, okay, tonight is going to be burger night, or we're having smokies, just so that I'm slathering on the mustard and getting that into me. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And where I read it on the internet and thought I'll give it a shot, and it worked. They've even the person that said they don't know why it works. But
Wow.
pickle juice, I do love pickles and stuff,
I,
but
yeah.
to go and swallow some pickle juice just
Depends
didn't.
how good the pickle juice is, though, for me. Like some pickle juice
Yeah.
is just not that great. And then other ones,
No.
it's like, yeah, I can sip on that. I could sip on that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you
Yeah.
add, oh, well, you can't add honey for it right now. Yeah, it says mustard is good for you because it contains several antioxidants that provide various health benefits. It's including anti-cancer, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and wound healing properties. Mustard is low calorie, highly flavored condiment that can replace or augment more calorie dense options. And most mustard contains vinegar, I believe, when you make
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that has good properties, we know. Um, but it probably also gets your circulation going, I would imagine, since it's like how, with West, like Eastern medicine, the hot, how you need hot things right now, not cold things. Mustard would be one of those hot things to get the circulation going, probably, just like horseradish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh no, that's awful. Will she eat? Like, can you just do banana smoothies for her? Will she do that? My mom would not do any smoothies. She would not do any milk, so she wouldn't do any of those Ensures, Shawnee. I remember hospice and those things because my mother was a picky eater.
right. Restless leg syndrome causes me to
I have that.
get Charlie horses, trying to stretch that jerking feeling out of my legs,
It-
and that
I've
is
been having that.
so painful.
Yep.
But
Been
it's
having that.
like, you know what? I'd encourage you, just give it a shot. It might work, but it might not. But it's like, if it works, it's like, because I can have some wicked ones, and it's like I'm marching around my house for 30 minutes, and
Yep.
it's not coming out. Yeah, they just keep giving her pills. Yeah.
She hates smoothies too. Yeah, so she
Wow.
would choke it down only when she's probably in all that pain, and she would do it. Celery might be hard for her. Would she drink, though? You think you could camouflage some celery juice? Because that also has potassium and sodium in it. So electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Yes.
It does. Yes. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've been getting it lately for some reason, just out of the blue. But what I was reading, and this is interesting, is if you've ever been put on antidepressants, or for pain, I'm on something that uses that pathway, that same pathway, you can burn out your receptors, your serotonin receptors, and it's
Mm-hmm.
related to serotonin and
Oh.
the balancing of it in the brain. It's related to that. It's also related to your magnesium levels. They say magnesium glycate, but having higher rates of inflammation for a longer rate of time, which is a lot of people who have autoimmune, they constantly have inflammation. The reason the inflammation also is bad is because there is I want to call it a portal. I forget the name of it, but it's basically a blood-brain portal that iron will travel through into your brain. And they say it's because your brain is completely iron deficient that you can get it too. So there's like a lot of factors going on that it could be. So for me, I was like, well, let's just maybe go with magnesium. And last night I had to use my THC cream because mine were so bad, Storms. And then I didn't want to get up this morning
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
was sick. And I only use like tiny little bit on the legs. She has to
Mm-hmm.
take steroid every day. Oh, that's so hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's in hospice.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
Yes, it is hard. I mean, it's hard too for Shawnee as the daughter. Hard
Mm-hmm.
for her and hard for you trying to. Yeah, because she can get it legally. That stuff is the bomb. If she, that. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom uses the THC cream, but what I have
Only a
found
little bit.
watching my mom over
Mhm.
these past few years, because I've tried different things for her arthritis, for the
Mhm.
pain and stuff. And I get her something and we put it on, and it's like, works like a hot damn.
Yeah.
And then within a day to 2 days, it's not working anymore. And I said to her, I said, I think what the issue is that her body accepts it to start, and then
Yes.
whatever that receptor is that's supposed to help with the easing the pain and stuff,
Mhm.
it's like, no, it shuts down, and then she goes back to something else. And it's like,
Mhm.
oh, so yeah, so my sister-in-law, she says she takes magnesium for leg cramps. So
Yeah.
Julie, I would also say, on a night where it's bad, is just get up and see if a tablespoon of mustard will
Mhm.
fix that for you.
That's what I was looking for, to see if it had mustard in it. I mean, had magnesium in it. I was looking to see what
Mm.
constituents, but I didn't
No, mustard
see
is
it.
just is mostly just your mustard and whatever flavoring. Like we bought, and it's interesting because there is black mustard and there's the other mustard, which I don't know what color it is. It's not yellow per se, but maybe it is yellow and black. And so we were trying to make our own mustard. It never it never my I wasn't making it, my daughter was making it, and it never got where it was
It is.
as tasty as prepared mustard. It
Mhm.
had a little bit of a bitter taste. So I do have lots of mustard in my house.
It actually has it. That's what I was saying it like, oh yeah, I forgot to look that up. That's what I was going to look up. It has it. It says mustard is considered a good source of magnesium. It has 2 milligrams per 1 teaspoon
Oh,
or 1 packet. So 1,
wow.
yeah.
But maybe in the source that it is, because it's in the prepared, like in the state, that it
Mhm.
actually gets into the system quicker than
Absorbs
if you're
better.
just taking an actual pill
Yep.
that your body has to figure out.
So we're all eating mustard next time our legs are cramped.
Everybody take a mustard. We'll cheers and take a mustard.
I know.
Shot of mustard.
Can just imagine my
Yeah.
husband coming out to the kitchen at that moment while I'm going into a spoon.
She had me order a Taurine. I don't know what a Taurine is.
Taurine. Taurine, though, might also give her energy.
Mm.
Taurine is, people used to say it was bull urine. It's what they put in energy drinks. I forget. It's amino acid or something.
Mm.
Let me look.
Yeah, mustard shots for everyone. And if you do take a mustard shot, like you can always, you can find me on Diva, like Diva in the Dirt at shaw.ca for my email. But let me know if you have a night and you go, the mustard helps. I'd love to know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
really-
Yeah. So yeah, it's an energy drink with some acid. Woo!
Let's see. Taurine. Yeah, it's an amino sulfonic acid. Yep. It occurs naturally in the body. Best food sources are meat, fish, and eggs. It's important for functions in heart and brain. It helps support nerve growth. Because I was considering actually getting that, Shawnee, and you just forget things. It might also benefit people with heart failure by lowering blood pressure and calming the nervous system. This might help prevent heart failure from becoming worse. People take taurine for CHF and, oh my gosh, and swelling of the liver, hepatitis. It is also
Oh.
used for oh, I'm going out and getting this stuff. It's also used for obesity, athletic performance, fatigue, diabetes, and many other conditions. Of course,
Oh,
then they have to say, but there is no scientific evidence. And of course, we are not doctors. We're just having a personal discussion on YouTube.
what we want to try. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
things we want to try.
Almost homesteading. Thanks for coming in. It was lovely to have you hang out with us and to see you. So
Yes.
you have a great night too. So Homestead Aquarius says he uses a foam that you rub on your
I've
cramp
heard that.
area called TheraWorks.
Yep.
It works great, very fast. Magnesium right to the site.
I've heard of
Oh,
that.
I
Yeah,
wonder
they
if
sell it at Walmart. Oh, well, not that she's supported by or gets any money from that store that I just mentioned without calling it the box store with a W. Whoops.
It doesn't matter. I want to see works in Canada. Oh, foam. TheraWorks foam in Well, my mom's aren't muscle cramps. Canada. It's an arthritis.
Yeah, that's more losing the synovial fluid between things and the aging of the bone.
So I can buy it
That's
on Amazon. Oh, how much can I buy? Oh, I thought it said $4,600. Ha ha ha.
It might. There are people that do that kind of stuff on there.
Yeah. But this
I'll
is
see
more
though.
for cramp. So it's not, I'm always
Yeah.
looking for something.
My dad religiously would eat a banana every day, and he carried carrots and celery in his lunchbox raw all the time when he was working. And he didn't get those cramps until he was older and was not doing that on a daily basis. Like I say older, he didn't until he was in his late 80s. is
I was going to
when
say, he was old when you were born.
yeah, he was older when I was born. He was 85 and still like working technically, or 84.
No, she's not playing. She
No,
was
and
going for the big mason jar water. Bringing
I'm
it,
trying
bringing
to,
it.
and I'm thinking, that wasn't such a bold move, Carol, because I'll be up probably most of the night. Every time I get to sleep, I'll be like, oh no.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe
Storms are
it
singing.
is.
I don't know.
We don't know because it's clear. It could be vodka. Hey, Gear. Nice to see you. Cool. I eat 5 to 6 baby carrots and a stick of celery with my lunch. Also a sandwich and 2 to 3 cookies.
All right, you got to remove the cookies to have the health benefits. But no, I won't say that because my dad had little Debbie's, and
Of course it's early. It's always early for
yet.
you.
Cheese stick.
When did you pop in?
He's always in the background floating around.
Uh-huh.
Maureen has that personalized water bottle. That's right. With the bling. You too
That's
can
right.
get your bling.
Got my little dotty on it. Deep in the dirt.
You too can get your bling. Just check out her website.
Mm-hmm.
What's that website again?
MaureenWashington.ca.
Or
MaureenWashington.com or .ca, either one. I bought them both. But yeah, I forgot to because I just went and checked my email and it was like I don't know that Janet sent me an saying if she wanted some Nona tomato. So Shawnee, don't forget if you want some Nona tomato seeds to make sure that you email me your address so that I can. I'm just checking here again. Because I would like a cookies boost is better than a nicotine boost.
I don't know. Both? I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. And maybe nicotine gum would be okay. I don't know. Depends.
Been here since a few minutes before sunshine. She shared her community page, but while listening on the phone on the laptop now. Okay. Yeah, everybody's like, gear. Welcome, gear. The guys aren't feeling as lonely now.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
You came out of the bushes. You did.
Yeah. Beat your way out of the bushes.
I'm just looking. I finally did put your address on the seed package. The address and the package got together. Had that happen.
Woo!
Yes, but now I can't remember if I brought. I can't remember if I brought the package in here or if I left it out there. Anyway, I'll get it done.
It's all good. It's all good. Oh, and yeah, so Gear's just all saying hello to us, so that's good. Yeah, indeed. So why is it that you don't grow tomatoes, Carol?
Oh, I just don't like bothering with them. No, what happened was I grew the Everglades tomatoes and realized that I have a root knot issue, nematode root knot, and I just have not had really great luck with tomatoes, but I had not been putting them in the cooler period. Like,
right.
We have different timing. I was going by the northern timing with tomatoes, and they were getting wiped out with either some kind of fungus or whatever, or those big green nasty things.
Right.
And
or you end up with sun-dried tomatoes.
Or sun-dried. Or yeah,
they sun-dry right on the plant.
I don't know how it happened. or those worms, army worms, I think they're called. I had one eat right into my beautiful Better Boy, I think it was, that I had plant. It was like right there on the vine. It was looking great. I was getting ready to pick it. And I was like, I better pick it today because something's going to get it. I picked it, and on the other side, some already was eating into it, and it was a worm. At first, I thought it was a a hornworm, but it wasn't solid green. It had the stripes.
Ah,
It was a caterpillar with the stripes on its back. So
mm. Thanks,
yeah,
Shawnee. I did get your email, so thank you. I will send you some tomato seeds, some Nona tomato
very
seeds.
good. Yeah, if I grow like a tomato, I probably would grow like a Roma
Mm,
tomato. But I'll have to look up that one like you were talking about, the Nona.
the
I
Nona.
have a tomato section. I should try to do it
The, the,
again.
the tomato that I'm giving away is a Italian pear style tomato, but its nickname is Nona tomato.
Oh, okay. So then
Mhm.
how big are they? Are they like a
Like,
little
well,
pear?
no, it's probably like some of them got to be about this big.
Oh, okay.
It's all varied in sizes. So,
Okay.
but it's like I'm not going to do the San Marzano because just even the taste test, besides side by side, it was like no, the Nona is just far better, just
I
delicious
love
to me.
those little yellow pear-shaped ones, the mini
Right?
ones. Those are like some of my favorite.
Yeah. Well, Shane, he would do it was a fig style, and
Mhm.
those ones are quite good. And there's all sorts of tomatoes that grow in the garden
Yeah.
that are volunteers just
Mhm.
because they were in my compost.
Yeah.
They
And that's the
survive.
thing too. I can't eat them. I can eat the yellow ones a little bit, but I can't eat a lot of tomatoes. I get sore. So
Okay. With
there's
the
that.
inflammation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And
they're
that
because they're
defeats it.
nightshades. So
Yep.
I find
I
if I eat them cooked, it's not as bad, or as a ketchup, because again, how
yeah.
much is in like a store-bought ketchup? Um,
Mhm.
but but I am hard, like, so I do love like Greek salad. Oh my gosh,
Oh yeah, that's some good
Greek
stuff.
salad. Yeah,
So yummy. I
yeah,
used to
but
love to eat tomatoes just with salt, and I was happy
yeah, it's
eating
just
them
like
all.
an apple.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
no, it's like, oh, great, now you're up 3 pounds the next day just due to the inflammation from them.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
But
much.
again, interesting, like, as we were talking earlier about,
Mhm.
having, a survival garden. And it's like,
Mhm.
I've never sat down and thought about what should I have
Mhm.
for my grow zone for what my family would eat.
Yes.
I know that, David, he was saying, like winter squashes. And it's like, yes. And
Yes.
that is my automatic. And because I grew so many and there's
Mhm.
tons in there,
Yeah.
in my home away from home garden bed,
Mhm.
like there I've got, 860 garlic cloves in there. Now, whether they survived, what we just went through with our winter here, I am going to put in a lot of different squashes
Mhm.
because I just think that in itself is such a good thing. What for myself, my family, and for friends and neighbors and things like that. It's like
Mhm.
if they need food, it was like, well, here is a spaghetti squash. Here is a just not a butternut because I just can't grow them. I get one butternut. They go, what a waste of a plant.
Yeah, it's a big plant for one, that's for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about meal plan, but yeah, what can you grow to
Yeah,
feed your family?
yeah.
And for me, it's like my family, I don't know, they're gonna end up eating dirt because they're picky.
But you know what? I think when you're really hungry, I think you're going to be
You might.
less picky.
True. Might
Yeah,
be eating those sweet potatoes that wouldn't have tried before.
that's
Although
right.
I have to say, when she was younger, she would eat sweet potatoes because she had the little orange nose. She would have that little. She loved the carrots and the sweet potatoes, but she got older, and as she got older, she didn't
Yeah, didn't like them.
like it as much.
Mm.
She likes potatoes. The family consensus is potatoes as long as they're made a certain way, and for of course the children, it's like French fries. I just need to learn how to make the French fries here
Mm,
and see if I can turn them over to the, you know,
mhm.
lesser, preserved and corporate
Yeah.
made
Well,
ones.
my he'll make like a potato chip from fresh potatoes. But
Mhm.
one of the things that he does is slices them all and then he soaks them in cold salt water for
Mhm.
quite some time. And
Okay.
for some reason, that because I can never make, it's like I have, a limpy potato chip. He'll, send me videos of him, like crunch, crunch, crunch. And it's like, how'd you do that? Just did this and
Yeah.
this,
Do you
you know.
pre-boil or like shock yours, Shawnee, your fries?
That's the other thing he does is he does do a little parboil. Yeah.
Do you have the
Food.
fry
Oh,
paper?
flowers. Well, you can only eat some flowers, gear. That's the store. The store has plenty of expensive food.
Yeah, and trucked halfway across, for us, the United States, because a lot of it is grown. That was what was funny when I was doing those mangosteens and they got shipped to me, said from Mexico, grown in Mexico. I was like,
Huh?
hmm. And somebody called me tonight. I from we because did let them know like they were bad, but I couldn't understand them, and I'm gonna call them back tomorrow. I'm like, I'm sorry, like I thought it was just an 800 number, like a sales call, and I was like, no, I
Right.
still can't. I don't want to tell them, hey, your accent's not so thick. So I'm like, I'm still can't. It must be the connection. No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
That's all.
realized too.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call him back. But what's funny too is it wasn't a heavy Asian accent. It was a heavy from a different country, another country that we use for call centers.
Oh, so okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Potatoes and fries. I throw them in boiling water for 4 minutes. Drain. Lay on a tray. Oh, okay. Ooh, toss in lard or
Mm.
tallow. Tallow is what yeah, the big M used to fry theirs in, and that's why everybody loved them.
Mm.
And then they were like, "Oh no, you have to use these other fats. Those are so bad for you."
Uh-huh. Yeah, my parents always had like leftover meat fats that they all just put into a dish, and they would just fry up stuff in it all the time, and it was so tasty. Like, it was
Yeah.
all the different meat fats, and it would just be, stuck in the fridge.
That's pretty gross, but probably will happen. Storms. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The Brazilians will fry it in coconut oil. Even
Salt.
though some people say that. Yeah, of course, salted. Yes. Now I'm hungry and I want fries.
I
I
never
cannot
not want
eat.
fries. I never not want fries.
Yeah.
Like good fries. And it's like,
And I just made like oven roasted potatoes where some of them were like really crispy. And I was like, oh,
mm,
it's the
yeah, I
spot.
I don't do the smashed potatoes well either, those ones. My kids, they'll be, beautiful and golden, and mine are just like mushy. And so, hey,
Hey,
Kelly
Kelly,
King,
what's up?
what's up? Oh
What's
yeah,
up?
you're in my neck of the woods, so it's not late for you. It's still early.
Yeah. It's 12:42 here.
Woo, 9:42 for us. So yeah, I will. I'll be, shutting her down.
Yeah,
Um,
so not yeah, it's two you can go to 1 a.m. my time if you want.
yeah,
Get that
oven
get that
roasted beets are
time.
like candy, peeled and diced and then roast.
Yes. I like them roasted. I do
Mm.
like them roasted. I
I
also go ahead.
No, you go.
I also like beet carrot juice. Beet carrot green apple juice with a little ginger.
I love.
Oh, there's GT.
I know it was
GT,
like,
you have
where's
don't
GT
order
tonight?
from yeah, don't order from that company yet, GT. I sent you an email about the mangosteens. They were bad. I got bad mangosteens.
Was that what
That's
you were cutting up the other day and
yes,
opening up?
that's what I was eating, and I was opening them and going, "Oh, another rotten one."
Oh,
Yeah,
you
and
need a
they're
good
like
juicing machine.
every because
Yeah,
they restocked them for I forget what a Chinese celebration. Some hold on, there was a
that's
something
interesting. Storms.
Lunar New Year. I think they restocked them for the Lunar New Year. Was that right?
Hmm.
Let me go back to it. But I sent because he wanted the mangosteens. They gave me a give 20, get 20 coupon. So I emailed it to him so he could get them while they were in stock. But yeah,
Uh-uh.
don't do it. Let's see where is it? They were not cheap, like I told
Did
people.
you get any?
I got like maybe 2 out of the 8 that were okay to eat.
Wow.
Yeah. The
And
others
what
were.
did they taste like?
See, if you haven't had a lychee, it's really hard to tell you. It's like a
Okay.
tart lychee. Um, I can't think of what else it might taste like. It's a sweet tart kind of
Mm,
flavor, but it's not like lychees. The inside of them are like a grape, and they also have a little bit of a hint of like a floral note.
okay.
These were kind of, since they, I think, were overripe, that's what makes it so hard to describe. But I have heard them described as sweet and tart, and that's what it was. It was like a sweet tart, like a candy.
Uh-huh.
That's really what it's like the candy sweet tart, but in a fruit.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, Vitamixes are good, but it is going to blend up everything, so you're not gonna have pulp with it. And they go forward and back with those ones, and you can actually, with a Vitamix, it'll actually can heat up whatever you're blending. I have a Vitamix, and they last forever
I
and
love a Vitamix.
ever and ever.
Yeah, I don't have a Vitamix. I have the Ninja one. Yeah,
Yeah.
the mangosteens by themselves were $34.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a juicer and I bring it out once in a while because it's like, okay, we're gonna start juicing.
I have a cold press. I'll make a juice and then I'm like, it stays in there for quite a while because of
Yeah,
cleaning it.
yeah. But in all honesty, like unless you are an avid juicer and you like just love to juice, and you're gonna
Mhm.
stay dedicated, I would just, go on your Facebook Marketplace and just get a secondhand one of someone, you know, like
Mhm.
Callie King, who's I've got a juicer, haven't used it, and they turn around and they just they
You
sell
bet,
it.
GT. It was
So
so disappointing, GT. If it happened to you, you'd be very animated, probably. Oh no!
mhm, yeah.
One was completely molded, GT. It was really
Oh,
sad.
they looked awful.
It was awful.
Yeah, the Vitamix.
I would love to have that. The
Yeah,
Vitamix. Mhm.
yeah. My husband, I think it was his parents, and he somehow inherited it when we got married and stuff like that. So I still have it, and I've got kids are like, can you leave that in your will for me? And it's like, or can I just store it at my house? And it's like, no, no, it's
No.
here. Back off. So yeah,
Gonna have to do a drawing for it.
I know with 5 kids, yeah, there's a lot of things of who gets that, mom? Who gets that, mom? And it's like, well, all your rings and stuff like that, your heirloom rings, the girls will get those. That's not fair. It's like, well, too bad.
Looking around the house already. Like, gosh, I'm a little
Oh yeah,
young for that,
yeah,
kids.
yeah. Well, yeah, we were doing that with my mom, my siblings, and I. We were actually willing, you see that plastic tablecloth with the plastic lace on it. I'm gonna will that to you. My brother would go, oh, you see that little stuffed, doll there? That's, I'm gonna will that to you. We were,
Yeah.
moving all my mom's stuff, and
Anything that, yeah, you just
uh,
didn't want in your house one day.
Exactly. That plastic, that I'm gonna give that to you,
That's what I
but
need Hannah to do with my stuff, to go around and be like, yeah, I don't really ever need that in my
mhm,
life if
mhm,
go
mhm.
away. Okay,
Yeah,
good to know.
yeah, yeah. We're pretty like, I think, like my husband's, he passed over 8 years ago, and when you for me personally, like
Yeah.
I'm a pretty even keel person that when it comes to death and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I just start going, okay, we need to talk about stuff. And I'm going to tell all of you here, please go and write down all your flippin' passwords and all your sites in a book that when you pass, that this person can take the book. I'd like
Mhm.
to actually design a book that would, so that you can just fill it in. And if you cross, like, if you change your password, you just put a line through it and then put the new one beside it and then write the date when it's changed. Because when you have to shut down someone's online life, It can
Mm.
be a nightmare if you do not have passwords. I
Um,
worked around it. I was smart enough to go
yeah.
in la 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 la, and because all his subscriptions and all sorts of things. It's like you have to be able to stop them because if there's
Yes.
payments on stuff,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
so that was a wake up call for me. So then it's like I write everything down. So my kids, it's like here's the password book. Go in there, change them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes, you have to like see what I did is I worked it around it because I think in because we have like ours is with call it's rogersshaw dot com or whatever. And
Mhm.
I had everybody's email addresses and I could change his master password. So I changed it, which then it allowed me now when I go into one of his things, I go, I don't know what the password is. So could you send me a new one? And that would give me access to his stuff. But
Yeah.
you know, people sure, like when your mom was and your parents, they didn't have big online
No,
line.
they weren't paying things online. But their bank accounts, even if you go in most states, if all you have is their death certificate, they won't do that. They want something that you've gone through probate and that you're the executor. And it's like, sorry, I'm not going to do all that for $22. So you can keep their bank open as long as you want.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for
Yeah.
$22. Sorry.
Yeah. When I was, you know, by the time like a month out before he passed, and he was sort of in and out, I said, well, he doesn't need his cell phone. And I phoned to call and I said, can I cancel his
Yes.
cell phone? They go, no, you can't because he's not dead yet. And it's like,
Yep. You
well,
had
can
to bring
I, here, let me take a picture of what he looks like and you tell me if he's going to use his cell phone or not. And it wasn't until he passed, then they would allow me to cancel his cell phone.
Yep, that's what I had to do. Walk in with the death certificate to show them at T-Mobile too.
Yeah,
Yep.
actually, I didn't even have to show them that. I didn't have to show them anything. I had to just say he's passed.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and it's like 3 weeks ago, I was trying to cancel this and you wouldn't let me. But
Yeah.
yes, yes, my girlfriend, she had that with her
Mhm.
husband. Vehicles can be a hassle switching titles. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's a dark morbid thing, but
Yeah.
it's one of my realities that I do speak about with my kids
Mhm.
because it's like for us, again, in Canada, I don't know. Yeah, I did the same thing, Kathleen. It was just like I didn't make myself, I just pretended I was him. Um, so no, for us in Canada, we get it. The death certificate comes from the morgue.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, so one thing that works really great up here is like I'm on my mom's bank account, right? So my name is on there. So if she passes, I'm still living, so nobody can touch her bank account. So the government can't come in and freeze it, the bank can't freeze it, nothing. Same with if I and I'm planning, I've talked to my kids and said, can I put your name on the mortgage? It doesn't mean that it just means that you're just on a title of the mortgage.
Yeah.
It's not that you're responsible for it. Because if I pass, then the kids have full control over
Yeah.
my entire estate. If I
Yep.
have somebody living still. And so that's one of the
Exactly.
things that I wanted to do because if not, it goes to probate and then it's like a year later and there's all money handed out to everybody
That's
that's
right. To everybody else who isn't family.
so important. And it's
Mhm.
like, no, I want every last penny to go to my kids, right? So
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't know how you do that without you just go and have that done without refinancing, like how you do that. Like get your
You just get them put I just get them put on it.
okay.
There's no refinancing. It's just like I would like to add this person on title onto my mortgage.
Okay.
Hmm. I don't know what
Mhm.
it does in the States. There's a new walkie-talkie on the market that can be password protected. It says in the manual, if I forget password, please to call our customer service to unlock radio.
Interesting.
Guess it's not very protected.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, but Yeah, those are difficult conversations that I do have with my family.
Yeah.
Um,
I try
just
to have them with mine. Yeah.
it's hard.
It is.
It's not easy because it's like
No, it's a
people are
great thing to do though,
yeah.
especially after you go through it. You know what they can do and how it can just they can take stuff away from your family who it's supposed to go to.
Hmm. Yeah, and then usually people tend to fight, and so if you got fighting going on and you got lawyers, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah,
Yeah.
it's just
Exactly.
not
That
worth.
too.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm hoping to start looking at planting some seeds this week, but we've been cleaning up in the house here and putting it into
Mm,
my greenhouse studio. So there's
yeah.
extra chairs and extra this, and it's like, so when I
Mm,
think about it, I go, oh, I have to go and reorganize what's in there around and put things, try to find places to put this stuff that's, basically in storage. And then
yes.
I can start planting. And but even though like a tray of seedlings is, only this big, you know. So what have you? Oh, her and my dad knows where my passbook is. When I'm gone, contact a few people, then delete all my accounts. Yeah. Problem is, it's hard to delete them if you can't get into them.
Yeah.
So, ooh, yeah, I picked up a big clear tote today to do some winter sowing with cold hardy crops. Nice. You are here, Bob.
But you're over there.
Well, no, he's on this side of the country, like on
Okay,
the
so you're over there with Maureen.
yes, he
I
is
mean, he
right.
was over there in the side chat, but you're over there.
He's in there and he's over there. Yeah, yeah. So I am hoping. I'm not like it wasn't hard to not plant this year, and I don't know. I don't know if it's a fatigue or what it is that it's just like. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
got a lot
you're
going on.
actually Bob. You're probably kind of east to me, in all honesty. Yeah, I think you're east of me. I went to Bootstrap Farm and invested into the 1020 trays and the 2.5-inch pots. Gonna grow all the seedlings. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think, but I think I'm going to I think things like my cabbages, I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna cabbages, and if I do cauliflower, I want to do those I'm gonna buy the seedlings from the
that
store.
farm. Hmm.
Yeah, from the store.
Yeah,
Because I
I don't like pre-growing anything. I like direct sowing. But I'm in a tropical climate, so I don't have to have a winter where I'm doing that. But
no.
it is nice. I did see this too on Epic Gardening, where they were saying like because they're in California, so they can direct see sow everything too. Uh, like Jacques was showing. Well, what if you have one that doesn't do well? Well, if you have your starts that you've started, you just take that out and plug another one in that's healthy, and there you go. You'll have as many as you need. And I was like, oh, I never thought of it like about one not performing that you've got backups.
You're making plant food out of garden weeds, of
There you
course.
go.
Mhm.
That's awesome, Bob.
Yep,
I was
absolutely.
just thinking of
I
that today because I got plenty too of those
Yeah,
in
my
Nick.
problem is that you go, okay, I'm gonna put three seeds in each one, and
Yeah.
there's six.
Mhm.
Um, you right. So now that's 18 plants that could possibly come up. And then and it's like I have a hard time going, I'm gonna just ditch you. It's
Mhm.
like
Yeah, I
because
do too. You have to sell it. Like that's where I would want to have like the separate pots, like how Shawnee's saying. But I have the ones that are together instead with the little domes, and you can even attach lights to them.
mhm,
But yeah, I agree with you. That part I don't like. I don't like
mm-mm,
that part
mm-mm.
either.
No, because it's like who do you sacrifice? Because you could whatever you're growing might not do well, and once you put it out, like once I put it out, then it's like then I just keep all 18, just plant
Yeah,
all 18 and see what
just
happens.
put them all out. Yep. Well, that was one of those things. Like they said that we overfill beds. We always
uh,
plant too much in
uh-huh.
a bed.
Yeah, I'm trying to do less. I'm trying to be more intentional about what I'm growing because there are some
Yeah.
things where it's like we don't eat that, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, turnips we don't eat, so I don't need to plant turnips. I'd like to, just like to see them grow. I would like to for maybe trying the turnip greens. I might eat those, but
Mm.
the root, I think it
Oh,
smells
I love turnips. I do
really?
love
How do you
turnips.
prepare them? Because they always seem to smell like just fart.
um,
Just
well, we would do turnips and carrots mashed, but the ones that
oh,
I grew in my
okay.
garden this past year, I would just chop them up, put them in with some spices, a bit of onion and garlic, and saute them.
Mm,
Absolutely delish.
mm.
So that's awesome, Kathleen. I was just saw that gear was you just threw in some beets, radishes in your beds today. I wish I could grow radishes because I do love them.
Oh, you're like
So,
some sliced thin and salted. Really?
mm,
I like that kohlrabi like that, but not, I don't know.
yeah, the turbans are not good. They can be turned into compost.
True,
I,
they can be.
that would be a good one. It's like I grow vegetables to throw into my compost. I'm a farmer. I like to grow vegetables that I'm not going to eat just so I can feed my compost.
That's right.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
yeah
just
we're pretty sure spring is early this year, but expect at least
yes.
more two freezes before it's done.
Mhm,
We don't get super cold here, but things are out budding. Like we're starting
yes.
to see the the Chinese or the Japanese flowering plums or whatever they're called.
Mhm.
We're seeing those. I just was out in I think it's a bridal wreath or whatever. Lots of
Oh, yeah.
little, yeah,
So
lots of
pretty.
little stuff that are starting to grow on it. So
Um,
pretty
I was
amazing.
gonna say Pix I can't say the name, the Indian name, I can't say it right now. Pete from Pennsylvania did come out and said it's going to be a short winter, like spring is basically around the corner. That was the
Awesome.
Groundhog Day.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
grow
Puxatawny.
Puxatawny. Thank you. Yeah,
Puxatawny
Puxatawny or
Pete.
yeah.
Buds on your blueberries. Wow.
Yeah, I have to check my blueberries and see. I think I killed them too.
Are yours in ground or in pots?
One is in ground, but that was the one that uh J3 said throw it in the ground and see if it'll come back. And
Uh-huh.
that one was pretty, I thought, dead. I don't see much on it. And then the other one was in a pot. And yeah. But that one that died, the problem was it drowned because I didn't realize the outer pot, it was sitting in another pot. I didn't realize, and it didn't have holes, the outer pot. And I put it down next to a
Oh,
sprinkler and it got drowned. Like I moved it. That
right.
was my bad and didn't realize I moved it right next to a sprinkler. So it didn't die from lack of water. It died from way too much water.
Right.
So it might
Um,
not come back. That's
yeah.
cool though,
Yeah. I
Alabama.
know when I think my first year I moved into this house 12 years ago,
Mhm.
that February we were in the 20s, which I don't know what that is for Fahrenheit. It was like it was shorts weather. It was just
Mhm.
absolutely fantastic. And I was panicked, like I gotta get the weeding done. And it's like Maureen, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. You have,
Yeah.
9 months. I wasn't a grower at the time. I was just trying to make the yard look nice.
Yeah. Before
Taro
it could
roots
like
has
that's
small
68
sprouts.
degrees. That's a nice, yeah, I like that temperature a lot when we get
Mm,
it here.
mhm.
It's one of
Yeah,
my
it's not
favorites.
just to kill you. Taro root has small sprouts.
Yes, mine does too.
Oh, that's awesome. You
I
guys are
have
both
two.
planting these, right?
Yeah, which is so crazy because, when you think about it, he's in Alaska and I'm in South Florida, completely,
Ooh.
almost worlds apart for the
Definitely will.
United States. Yeah,
Mm. So
that's
we
way
are at
cool, GT.
3 hours, so I think we'll call it
Yeah,
there. So thank you all so much, and thank you, of course, Carol, for hanging out with me and
my
being
pleasure.
my sidekick, my kick side. So no, too early for. Oh yeah, it is not too early for buds. No, it's good. Well, as long as we don't get a frost that it kills it all.
Yeah,
So,
that. That's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, because if everything comes out and then the frost comes again, then it just shuts it all down. So
I showed him here. Did you have your thing open? I showed you some seeds. Oh no! You can't hang these upside down. They drop out.
oh no.
They
Oh
actually need a
no.
flap too. That stinks. They're still mostly in there.
Hang on, Gear. She's gonna get
Wait
her
a
seat.
second.
Gonna
Hold
show.
on here.
She's doing
See,
show
now
and
mine,
tell.
I am not sponsored by anyone, so mine are in multitude. They're not all the, Baker Creek and, or all, particular one. They are various ones here. And then I still have boxed. This one's sweet. I try to also separate my sweet and my hot peppers too. Anyway, here's some pretty seeds. Seeds.
Oh, nice.
Seeds. See, there you go, Gear. Oh, I think my flowers are in the back.
Yeah, because he loves
Gear
flowers,
likes
right?
flowers. Oh no, they're not in here. I don't think. Oh, they're there. Here, Gear. Here's your page that you like. There's some marigolds on this page, Gear. There you go, marigolds and zinnias.
Mm.
This one has daisies and black-eyed Susans and cosmos. There you go, Gear. I hope that helps you.
So Kathleen also said, I already told my son I'm pulling out all the plastic and the covering off all my blueberries. If we get a bad freeze, I'm not going another season without them. Not going another season without them. Okay.
Oh, did that happen last time, Alabama? That they sprouted and you lost? They did that? They died back? But we're going. Maureen was saying goodnight, and then I showed seeds, and whoops.
That's totally fine. Totally fine. So anyway, thank you all for coming and celebrating my 900 subscribers. Woo! Still got a long ways to go for Watchtower. So
yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, everybody says that's the tough part, but anyway, it's well, we all will. It's just the slow and steady, wins the race, and that's what we're gonna do. Yep. So thank you so much. And so thank you all for hanging out with me for these last 3 hours. I really do appreciate it. And always a good time. And so again, thank you to Carol and her jazz hands, my jazz hand singers. So good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.